that's usually supposed to be a man's job.
That's so toxic.
No, I mean,
And cooking and cleaning usually supposed to be your job?
I mean,
but as a man, once I get to a certain point where I'm done. And I'm going to go ahead and get my happiness one way or another.
You have to show a man that you could even be a wife.
I need to see you at your lowest before I even want to walk down the aisle.
if I'm not in love with you in like 3 months, there's something wrong.
The society doesn't like loud people.
They don't like loud women.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of 8 at the Table. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow, and especially subscribe to our Patreon. That's where you can find exclusive content. For today's guests, we have Imani. We'd like to welcome him back. He's been here a few times.
Yeah.
And we have Aaron the Renegade, Naisha, and Amanda Sue.
What's up, Neon Green?
Wait, she was holding on to that.
She was waiting.
From the walk-in, too.
Yeah, she was holding on to that one.
You petty as hell for that. I was like,
It's
I got
given.
something for you.
You see, she's rougher than me. You see that? Remember that.
Well, if you guys don't know what's going on, I walked in and Naisha was like,
What? I didn't even want to.
shit. I was like, oh, all right. Thank you. Hello,
That's what you
Naisha.
said.
No, first of all, that's not what I said. I just said he looked like a highlighter. That's all.
Look how you do, brother.
You see me?
Like, we can't even.
No, but guys, I was coming from a production standpoint, okay? You know, the lighting, it's a lot. You know, he's darker. So, like, brighter colors and patterns you stay away from. That's all.
I didn't know that.
But you know what?
And I'm still
Aaron's
gonna be here.
boots. Aaron's boots help you. Like, you see, it looks good. It looks.
working.
Aaron look good next to you.
It's working.
Aaron make you look good.
Thank you, Aaron. Team Sag. He's asking you to move the microphone closer.
So it said a post with millions of views claimed that if a working couple saves about $96 a week each person, they can save roughly $10,000 a year.
It comes out to $9,984 to be exact.
And we call that roughly $10,000.
That was roughly.
You just round that up.
And if you're compounding and just in like a high interest savings
probably
account,
go up, yeah.
it's going to be well over that. Anyway, despite the math, thousands pushed back, revealing deeper issues around mindset, discipline, and partnership. And I brought this up because a lot of what you just said is related to mindset. The partnership part, I think, is the hard part. Because one, you have to be committed to that partnership such that you are willing to be putting this money away for us. You know what I'm saying? And I think, I'm be honest, if you just doing that like with somebody you're not married to, slew iffy.
It ain't gonna happen.
That's not a risk that I'm willing to take. I don't care how long we've been together. You could be no, I don't care.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. Like, no. Because at the end of the day, if something happens and there's no paperwork in place or a marriage certificate in place, that money's not coming to me. So why am I commingling funds that
It can.
Yeah, you put your names on
Or
it.
maybe I'm controlling
can.
it. What if you selling me $100 a week?
She
Block.
said, I'm controlling this shit.
It's mine.
You would block, you would do that?
You don't
wouldn't
ever-
even give him back
if
his
that's-
half?
If that's just
That's
my
fucked up.
boyfriend and he did something fucked up,
Do you
block,
take
you'll
it?
you'll never hear from me again.
Amanda.
And he'll probably not even think about that money until it's the next
He
week.
probably won't ask for it. He probably won't even ask for it, Amanda. He'll probably be like, I cheated on her. I'm not
Amanda,
even
you
going to
can't
ask
do
for that
that.
money.
And I'm glad you said it on camera because if you do it in the future, we gonna bring this back up to the laws.
They won't even know where to find this.
Civil court.
They'll have to scroll and they won't know where to find this.
Well, but see, I think you have to look at it this way. Like, if both of your names are on the account, each person has the ability to take out all of the money at one time. So that's why I'm saying that's not a risk that I'm willing to take. Commingling my money with someone else, with a person who has no legal ties to me, whether it's paperwork, like so many of y'all like to refer to this paperwork, or a certificate of marriage. So, because the thing is that if you take the money out, I got all the means to go and track you down and figure it out to see what's going on. But again, I think doing these types of things is a huge risk when you have no legal obligation to the other person. And
So I have a question, Erin.
Wait, and so I can understand why a man will be reluctant to do this, and I can also understand why a woman would be reluctant to do this. Because, like I said, Aaron Campbell ain't doing it. And I'm gonna be honest, before I even got married, my husband was like, at the time he wasn't my husband, he was like, the plan is to move up to New York, X, Y, and Z. Mind you, when I left school, I went home and got on my real estate game because I already knew that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't let anything between us
Get in the way of that.
you know? And so properties I bought, mine. Whatever, any renovations I did, mine. Any losses I took, mine. My shit flooded, mine. I had to handle everything. And there were some times where, and I've never asked, but there have been times where, you know, he knew that something was going on and he would just like send me 10 stacks or something like that. But at the end of the day, like I could still figure it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm glad to have had somebody that could see my struggle and like lend a helping hand. But one thing I'll say that when I was in Houston, I was like, if we're planning and making decisions now for a life later, I need you to have an insurance policy on yourself, making me the beneficiary. Because right now I'm taking all the risk. You understand? So if you, because you're saying, Aaron, leave your job. Aaron, leave your family. Aaron, leave your friends. Aaron, leave your home.
It's a big risk.
Right. So I had all the risk. And so I was like, if something happened to you tomorrow, what's going to happen to me? I'm just stuck the fuck out.
Facts.
You know? So again, like I said, I understand why people make or are reluctant to make these decisions.
I think what she's saying, living together doesn't mean y'all still going to be together.
And I was going to ask Aaron, if you feel like if you're not married, is it okay to have a joint account? Like, what is the right time to have a joint account, right?
Will Aaron Campbell do it? No.
I think the answer to your question is, if you were serious about that, if you want to show your commitment and you don't want to be married or whatever, then you do your half,
that's
my half.
That's a high risk.
No, it's not, because you're still, at least
it is. It's a risk. It's a risk.
No. What he's saying is that you do the same thing, but on your own.
But it's still a risk because both of your names are on it. And like I just said.
That's why he said you do.
No, I'm talking about joint account, guys. I'm not talking about my account, your account. I'm talking about joint account.
We're past
Take 2 seconds and listen.
Ready?
Say it again.
If you are living together, right, and you don't have
one house,
okay,
uno, and you don't, you don't want to risk anything, then hey, why don't you save your money and I save my money, right?
Those accounts.
Yes, those. Was it Quinta?
I was gonna say those accounts.
No, Quinta. I think account is like.
You know what's sad? I'm Puerto Rican. I still sound bad saying it. Like, I don't know what. My bad.
Mucho dinero.
I'm saying if you do that, that could also show your commitment to the future. That could also show your commitment to being held accountable. Because I'm gonna ask you, at least
what's that looking like? Yeah. What's that account looking like?
Keep it above with y'all.
See,
even after marriage, we can do that.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to
still have another joint on the side on my own.
As you should.
Yeah.
Like
you don't want a joint account.
No, I don't mind the joint account.
But you want your own as well.
I'm saying in marriage,
and that's normal.
I think we marriage. There's a level of protection under the sanctity of law, and at some point we'll have to go to the courts and separate assets and all that. That can be done in a certain way where you are legally binding, right? If you just my girlfriend and we just been living together, I don't want to hear the headaches of, you took all the money out the accounts and I got to prove to this. So we can do this. We can be steady in our own ways. You build your account. I'll build my account. At the end of the day, we know that we have some level of comfortability within our household. Mm-hmm. But if by chance you decide to want to say, when the lease is up, I'm leaving and I'm going, peace. And what I got for here is for me.
You got money to
and what you got for you is for you.
Which is how it should be regardless.
And which is how it should. I don't know.
You have your own account, Aaron?
Of course.
I have a friend who's married and her husband will not let her have an account. So like they have a joint account. He doesn't have his own account either. They have a joint account and he monitors all the spending. So, but she wants her own account. Let me tell you something. She want her own account, but he won't let her.
South Bronx, you know what they call that? I want to track all. And I'm just saying, it's a control.
Control, yeah.
It's control. Why do I need to have that level of control where you're not allowed? Now, if we decide, if he don't want to do that, Cool. But you can't tell me I can't have my own
I think the word allowed as an adult is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You want to monitor if she's spending $10 on nail polish. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you want to know
you want to monitor spending.
let me ask.
She's able to like spend.
Let me ask
whatever.
a clarifying question. Did she have her own account prior to marriage?
Yes, she did. She did.
Oh,
she doesn't. I don't think she has any problem spending. This is a long-term friend.
What if I just want to control
yeah.
all this shit?
Y'all call it everything but control.
It's control. Like you said, anytime as a grown adult, you're telling another grown adult, you're not allowed. I won't let. That's control.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate when, even like when we start talking about like marriage, and the one thing I love when I speak to people who are really in great marriages, they never talk about their partner like a possession. And they also don't talk about a partner like, I'm the person that's supposed to make you happy. No, I'm adding to your already happy life. And yeah, like I have to, you have to let people still be individuals. And the one thing you're not about to take away from me is my Bank of America business account.
I remember one time.
No, it's not happening.
One time she did have a conversation with him and said like, oh, I wanted to have my own account. And he was just like, why? Like he felt like if she's doing that, is she trying to hide something or like,
okay, so
why is she trying to like?
There's names for that. All the shit you describing, there's names for that.
If she's telling him about it, like what would there be to hide if you know about this other account?
Yeah, because he can't see. He can't see the transactions.
That's how bank accounts work.
Insecurity.
You're not supposed to have the password and the information to my...
Yeah, insecurity don't think like that. Insecurity don't deal in logic and actual reasonable thinking. It's literally, I need to have access to all this because that's just what I need for me to feel secure. I don't even care if it offends you. Like that's crazy.
She deals with it.
No.
And you know what? One time she made me purchase something on Amazon for him because she didn't want him to see the purchase.
That's sad. That's sad. That's sad that you...
I didn't even think about that, but you're right. One time she had me do that.
You're not happy with it because if you were happy with it, you wouldn't have to go through all these different loops. And I'm going to take a step further.
Always having to withdraw
You shouldn't know about this.
Yes.
to buy stuff.
Why you... That's the other part.
Because she's my friend.
No.
Because I know everything.
Well, because it means it bothers her.
Yeah.
And so she's venting about it.
Yeah.
And there's no way that she's happy about it because, again, she wouldn't be talking to you about it.
Right.
Don't do that. She could talk to her friend about it.
No, she can't.
She definitely venting.
I mean, like real talk. Let me talk. So when you said that, it's the first thing that came to mind. Generally, we get like a cost of living adjustment, like minimum 3%, which is outside of merit raises, right? So every company don't give them every year. So this year I didn't get one. Take that 3% and send it to your own account. Like I don't think anybody should ever be, man or woman, should ever be in a situation where they have zero autonomy. And the thing is that autonomy gives you safety.
Yeah. I don't want to have to rely on you for the day something happens.
Yes.
And I'm now looking like, what do I do? I've seen
Yes.
too many people on the male and the female side have to now figure out what happens in my whole life once this one person is removed.
Yes.
That crutch. And I think a lot of people like to hold on to that crutch of being needed in that way.
Okay.
If you need me in that way all the time, I'll always be someone that you have to rely on. The minute that you find some level of independence, my importance is taken away.
So just on that thought, Imani, because I remember I had a conversation with her where I told her something similar to what you just said right now. And she was like, I don't think that way because that's my husband and I'm gonna be with him till I die.
Okay, she's lying to you.
You know, like she was like, I don't like to think like that because we in until we die.
Okay, your friend lied to you. Next.
If he don't trust her with money,
I don't want to join account.
Thank you. She literally can be like, you know what? Fuck this. Yeah. I'm done. I'm leaving tomorrow, leaving the kids here, and I'm wiping this account clean. Like as the controller, the controlling person, why would I put myself in that situation?
She has a job, yeah.
Oh, he getting that soft.
They both make good money. They have 2 kids. They have a house.
He just want to see that her whole paycheck come right here.
No, he's in control.
Yeah,
that's it.
Are they Puerto Rican too?
No, they're Jamaican.
Oh, you should have said that from jump. I could have told you that.
They good,
I could have told you.
They're Dominican.
She making a flong right now. Straight a flan right now. It's mad late.
10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock.
Yo, I don't know. Like, I mean, honestly, if she tells you she cool with it, whatever.
I mean, she's dealing with it. That's her husband.
Yeah, like
That's her husband, you know? So she's dealing with
do me a
it.
favor. If you happy with it, stop coming to me with your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to hear that. When we always... Yo,
You just don't piss me off.
Yeah, if it's good for you, it's good for you. No, then shut up. Stop telling me you and your husband business.
Right.
That is
I
true.
don't want to hear that.
That is true.
So part 2 of this says that choosing a partner is a financial decision. The person you date impacts your future more than your job. Money habits often reflect character and long-term stability. In your instance, like, she's trapped. No, I'm saying,
In a closet like R. Kelly.
She chose this partner.
Yeah.
She's married now, so she's stuck.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't know. I think I may have mentioned this before. Like, I remember when my sister-in-law went back to school to get her master's. She's in education, not teacher, but like in the curriculum building and consulting, stuff like that. And that means my brother at one point was paying all the bill. You know what I mean? And that is very stressful. And even though you agree to it, there's still a lot of resentment that can build on both sides.
Yes.
Because even though she's in school, she's still doing everything for the kids, everything for the house, everything. But my brother's working all day, all night, doing whatever. And I think when you aren't clear, I think they were clear on the end goal, but I don't think they was clear on what could happen in between. You know what I mean? And so, again, that's one of those life partner situations where if you don't understand who you're marrying, how they spend, how they even think about money, like it can be very problematic.
In any other business, when you talk to your partners, your business partners, it's always this is what we're doing. What's the risk? How are we assessing this? If this happens, what happens here? And it feels like in marriages that never happens. It's just like, all right, we going for this.
Yeah.
Go do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. And then when they get into like the little road bumps, it's just like, yo, you didn't think of any of that before this came up. Like you was just rolling with the process. And then you'll see that those marriages don't last because none of them had the actual fortitude or the foresight to say, one of us needs to sit down and have a real conversation of what could really happen
Think through it,
once we go ahead and take this path.
That's when people don't think of marriages as
a business.
Yeah. And they
go for love.
Yeah, it's
that's what I was gonna say.
Love.
I don't think they
all the technicalities.
And I don't think they don't think of the technicalities. They're just having high hopes. They're like, oh, I know this can happen, but maybe it won't. Like
hopes in the marriage, you're saying?
Yeah, like I'm so in love with this person that it's gonna work out. Like they have high hopes.
But you know what? But when you think of it that way, it's still an ignorant way of thinking. I mean, it's still ignorant because you wouldn't do that in any other aspect of your life. You wouldn't do that when you go to work. You wouldn't do that. It's just.
But are they doing it because you're in security of a marriage that your hopes can be higher?
Maybe.
So it's not like we're boyfriend girlfriend. So like, listen, we already united.
Yeah.
So I want you to be able to do your thing. So,
but the risk. So
basically,
the risk hasn't been calculated, and I think that's what Monty is saying. Like, I think they realize that there's a risk, but no details have been fleshed out to actually like say, well, this can happen. Or what if something happens with one of the kids and we got to come up with X amount of dollars at the drop of a dime? What if, you got a damn textbook that costs $600? Like that's wild. But all of these like small things that can literally turn into something big. They haven't calculated.
Your marriage, and not just investing love. You're investing so many other things that you don't take into account. So yes, the one thing I will say today is that getting into any relationship that I deem to be something I'm going to build for the future, one of the first things I am thinking about outside of just the love aspect is, what does this look like as a financial hold? What does that look like for us? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? What do you need me to do in sacrifice? When it's time for you to now go, what you just
you singing?
Rihanna.
But no, it's one of those things where you have to really start. And I hate that it has to be prefaced in that way, but it is business. It's business.
But the reason why you hate it is because we were not. I don't know if this is cultural?
Cultural. It's cultural. It is cultural.
But is it also like in our society in the United States of America? So like that's what I'm wondering.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning,
just
so
American just the American standard of just follow love and chase the ring and chase the name more than the actual real security. Because people walk around, I'm married. I'm like how you said, your girl's like, yo, I'm married. I'm gonna be married forever. This is to death. You don't determine that.
right.
Yeah.
There's two people attached to that.
Yeah.
So if I wake up today and say all that shit you thought was going, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things.
Like them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I don't believe in marrying young. My personal opinion.
You could still be an old fool.
Yeah.
I mean, true, but no, I mean that is true.
A lot of them.
But the percentage is lower, in my opinion.
No.
To marry young or to not marry young?
No, like I feel like as you get older, you're supposed to wisen up, right? You're supposed to be smarter. You're supposed to have experience. You're supposed to be smarter. Like
Yeah, but age doesn't indicate maturity, though.
Yeah.
That's
experience.
Wait,
does.
say that again.
Experience does.
Say that again.
Experience
I'm
does,
cooking
but
it
with
again.
age,
Nigga,
correct.
again.
But experience does, and with age, you think that you have experienced more.
You think.
Like you think, correct?
And that's
you
what
think.
he's saying.
Yeah, but even
think.
experience doesn't indicate maturity.
Yeah, to me, it does. I think
It
can.
It can,
It-
yes. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You can't.
my experience it has.
The people who are seniors right now, they're boomers, right? And then we still have a few like ultra seniors who are the silent generation,
Yeah.
right? That would be like the boomers' parents.
It's time to go home.
Hey, don't
Now
say
it's time
that.
to go home.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take him to the upper room. I didn't want them to get to the upper
hold on,
room
hold
just
on.
yet.
See my face? I
But
was
you
like-
just taking up. Come on, social
I
security.
got two more.
All right. No, salute. My bad. Like,
got
stay
two
around
more.
as long as you need. Oh man.
And they still here mentally.
The
so.
upper room.
But the reason why I brought that up is, and I understand there's a strain on the economy,
Yes,
X, Y,
yes.
and Z.
This nigga
But
wild.
at the end of the day, they too paid in.
Yes.
So they too are entitled.
Yes.
But the one thing that you have to think about when it comes to boomers, even though they're hard workers, incredibly hard workers,
for sure.
boomers have had every opportunity laid out for them. When you think about in comparison to subsequent generations, Gen X didn't have everything laid out. Millennials didn't have everything laid out, and every subsequent generation did not. And so that's why I think if they had all these opportunities and then they are still in the highest percentage of poverty levels, I think that any subsequent generation is literally going to have to have that poverty times whatever. It's going to be
I think
multiplied.
that's true. I feel like the younger generation, they're not going to be the same because today people are
they're
making
worse.
more. No, today people are making more even easier than how it was back in the day. What do you mean with the internet, with AI, like with technology? There's so much. There's so many ways to make money.
The poverty gap is closing or bartering
For
apart?
the younger generation, it's closing. For the older generation, yes, it could be open. But for the younger generation, I don't think so.
Do you think things will get cheaper at any point in time?
No, I'm not saying it's gonna get cheaper, but
So
people
will
are
they get more
making more
expensive?
money. People are making more money.
What do you think is the typical?
Where at?
What do you think is the typical? Hold on.
talking about,
Be there.
I'm talking about the younger generation.
But when you say younger generation,
Right.
what are the younger generation's occupations going to be
When the AIs take over.
first?
I mean that's a possibility too.
No, it's not a possibility. It's happening.
It's a win, not
that
an
is
if.
that is a possibility.
You know what's the funny? When you said what you said as far as like the younger generation, they have the internet. I think we speak to like what we see on the internet, like the streamers and all those people that
Yep.
we talking about the day-to-day person. There's no
still don't know how to work
There's
the
no
internet
blue
sometimes?
collar. Like what happens when that no longer exists? What happens when like you said, the price of everything goes up?
And continues.
Social Security is no longer even something that you can rely on. I hear what you're saying in respects of those people who would be in that 1%.
I don't know. I just feel like the
but
boomers.
there ain't gonna be many of us.
The boomer, like we have more access to things now than the boomers did. So
No.
no,
Oh, sorry.
I feel like we do.
I think the
Boomers
boomers.
live in your world.
Yeah,
That's just my
wanna live in your
opinion.
world.
40 grand is nothing.
No, I said 40 grand is cheap for a wedding.
No, 40 grand ain't cheap for shit. I don't
nothing.
care what it is. It ain't cheap.
The basic car doesn't.
Especially
I
in
mean,
today.
40 grand is not
Nation,
cheap, but
hear
it's
me?
cheap for a wedding.
No, it's not cheap for nothing. Never mind a vacation, whatever you put it on. In this day's economy,
Yeah.
for the information that we have seen in statistics and where the economy is going, how people are struggling, how the poverty gap is widening. 40 grand ain't cheap for nothing. People are barely making 40 grand a year. Like, what are we talking about? We have to stop. We have to stop saying this thing because people are really reaching for shit that they really should not be looking to obtain. Ooh. Take your little ass to City Hall and be happy with your little thing.
I'm getting a loan.
And stop doing all that.
And have you a party in the backyard.
No, let me tell you something. On TikTok, I saw my this girl. Wedding. She went to which has the really nice City Hall. What city is that? Anybody know?
New York City, or maybe is it San Fran? Maybe.
No,
it's Manhattan.
Manhattan, it's like Boston or something.
Sure,
has a really really big, nice City Hall. Anyways, she hired a photographer and she just took wedding pictures at City Hall and she got eloped. And her wedding pictures were so fire. I was like, actually, you're making me want to get married next week because this is such a great idea.
When my best friend got married at City Hall, they got married that day. That was their official day, and they actually had witnesses come there and they did their pictures and ceremony there, right? Mm-hmm. They never had an official wedding until 10 years later. You know what they developed within that 10 years? They got a house. They got their kids. Mm-hmm. They have money saved up. They built the life that they really needed to build because 10 years ago, they understood they could not afford that 40 or that 20 that you're talking about spending just to showboat to the rest of the world that had a wedding.
Yeah. Would you be willing to sacrifice that? I'm sorry, Imani. Would you be willing to sacrifice that?
I gotta be really in love with you.
I mean, you're gonna get married, so
I gotta be so like madly in love with you.
You already know when you getting married.
Wait.
It doesn't matter. I really want my Disney wedding, so I have to be so madly in love with you.
Quick question. So is your desire for a Disney wedding
greater?
Is it greater or does it trump your
yes,
your economic state?
The man don't even matter to the Disney wedding. She already got the wedding plan.
Disney wedding.
It's her wedding. It ain't got nothing to do with the man that's there.
Yeah.
She hasn't even considered the person that she's gonna marry.
I feel like the person that I will marry will be well off regardless.
Shit.
I'm just saying I have a type, I go for a certain.
He doesn't want a Disney wedding.
That's what
because most men don't.
I bring that up right away. In those first beginning dates, I bring it up. So if I see and I have dated men that tell me
like, this bitch is a Looney Tune.
That tell me like no, they'll be like,
she telling me when she want to get married at Disney.
Yeah, I have had some guys.
I don't want to see Goofy at my motherfucking wedding. I'm sorry,
I've had some guys tell me that.
Have them there.
Yeah,
they don't.
They won't unless you request.
I want them there. Yes. I want Mickey, all of them there.
Girl, listen.
I've had guys tell me that like, what? Like I'm not doing no Disney wedding. I'm like, all right, so we're not gonna work.
But have you had a guy say, yes, I'll do the Disney wedding?
Yeah.
Right? And then y'all work together?
No, she hasn't.
Yeah.
No, she hasn't.
Yes, I have. My ex and I got a quote at Disney.
But you guys aren't married.
Because I left him.
That's my point.
They got a quote for funsies.
Right. We got a quote. We went to Disney. We got a quote.
Y'all was at Disney to be at Disney, not to get the quote for the wedding.
While we were there, we got a quote because we were curious.
I think maybe you guys
curiosity doesn't
go to Disneyland and he was like, let me get out of here and go get this.
No, actually, he got booked at Disney, and while we were there, he was like, let's go get a quote. No, he brought that up. I didn't even ask.
I think what happened is
he knew ahead of time that you wanted a Disney wedding.
I just told you that I tell people ahead of time.
So he didn't know.
I tell you in the beginning because if you're not for it, then I'm not for you, baby. My wedding is gonna be at Disney.
She has her life mapped out without even considering the person she's gonna do her life with.
That's what I'm saying.
And we need to speak against that. That's not reality.
If you're my person, you're gonna be willing to do it with me.
You need to be someone else's person as well.
But you're not willing to sacrifice your Disney wedding for your marriage.
That's not true.
It is true because we just said it. We just asked you.
Is there more wine? Can I get some more wine, please?
No, that's not crazy.
Why is she grabbing me off?
Can I? Actually, this is kind of important. Amanda just brought this up. Like whether you're willing to sacrifice like a good partner versus having a wedding. Right. And listen, the reason why I asked that is because I'm the opposite. I didn't want a wedding. You know what I'm saying? And my husband wanted a wedding. They come from and I have a big family. They come from an even bigger family, like 51st cousins, right? And
that's a movie, right?
What?
It sounds like a movie.
51st Dates, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
And so I had to give up my commitment to not being involved in planning a wedding because that was my person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to be bothered with no dresses, no bridesmaids, we can go on a vacation after we leave City Hall.
Do you think that you will build some resentment if you don't get that wedding?
Okay, so
That's a good question.
what I will say is you guys have to understand, right? I'm one of those girls, not everybody's like this, but there are girls out there, which I'm sure some girls can agree, that you think about your wedding and you plan it in your head and you have this vision and you hold it until it comes to fruition.
Or until you die single.
That part.
Correct. All
Until
right.
the dream gets killed. Speaking of dream killers.
So I have always dreamt of a Disney wedding, and I have been very adamant of that since I was a little girl. My family knows. Like I've explained to you, every guy that I have dated knows that I want a Disney wedding because I want to know how they feel about that. I want to know their reaction, if they're going to be against it, if they're like, fuck Disney. I've had guys be like, oh, Disney's a pedophile. I would never have him, well, yes, exactly, yes. I've had many different reactions. I want a Disney wedding. If I meet somebody and I fall madly in love and everything is perfect and this is my partner and for whatever reason they're not for the Disney wedding, which I doubt that's going to be the case because like I said, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for you in the beginning to say you're down with that or you're okay with that. You get me? Like, it's going to be brought up. It's going to be brought up in conversation, and I'm going to wait for that reaction, and it needs to be what I need it to be in order for us to, like, move forward. Now, granted, if everything is perfect and they're still, like, not really for the Disney wedding, I don't know. Maybe I might be like,
Yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
you know, okay, like.
She's like,
you know,
Coney Island it is.
maybe I might, but I haven't experienced that yet, guys.
Nation,
Like, look,
can you answer my
I'm
question?
sorry. Look. The guy that I'm with right now, I'm very happy. And
Oh, no.
this
He want a
might,
Disney wedding?
this might be the person. No, it's not that he wants a Disney wedding. It's that he wants whatever I want. You feel me? Like, if I want a Disney
Lame.
wedding,
No, I'm
he's
joking.
willing to
I'm
give
joking.
me
I'm
the
joking.
Disney wedding. It's not that he wants that. He's like, bro, like, really? He'll be okay with just signing papers and not having a wedding and saving money. But I'm like, hey, I want this. So he's like, fine. If that's what you want, it is
Nisha,
what
are
it
we allowed
is.
to ask you a question?
Sure.
Well, she-
Please.
Get my
Yeah,
question
she-
first.
Because I got one right after you.
Yeah, can you answer the question I
I
asked?
hate y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Because
you didn't answer the question.
You didn't say anything.
What was the question again?
Oh, shit.
Repeat
So-
it.
If you do not have this wedding that you've been dreaming of, because all the girls, do you think you will have some sort of resentment towards your husband?
Absolutely.
Honestly.
She's not even gonna marry him.
She ain't marrying him.
Let her answer because I don't want her to forget the question.
I don't know. I don't know. I might. Maybe I might feel better if he just takes me to Disney often.
Okay.
So wait, you have prepared an alternative, like a compromise. Like, is there a
For
compromise?
sure.
on
The
this?
compromise. Okay. The compromise is in my head. Guys, don't talk shit, bro.
Baby,
don't
they
talk
finna-
shit
they
to
finna
me.
shit talk all in these comments.
I'm about to be in the
Don't talk
comments.
shit.
I'm
Y'all
here.
gotta-
And I'm about to be in the comments. What?
Y'all gotta understand, okay? Like, I'm just a girl who lives in this fairy tale world, and I want it to be a fairy tale for my wedding. Sorry,
But you're not.
Kill
just a
me.
girl. You're not a little girl. You're
Okay,
not, like-
I'm a woman. All right, relax. Okay.
I'm relaxed. I want to know if you're okay.
The alternative would be like a castle, like over here.
All right. What,
In
what,
Jersey
I'm
or
sorry,
New
that-
York.
Your
I
question.
don't even want
I
to
hate
ask it
y'all.
no more.
They do have that. I've been to a castle wedding
They do
before.
have
They have
castles
castles
in
in Jersey and they have castles in New York.
They do.
They are very beautiful.
Yeah.
I could still have a very beautiful wedding in a castle. I just
Nation-
want that day to feel like a fairy tale,
Nation,
and I'm not wrong for
Nation,
that.
we heard.
No matter what
We got
anybody
it.
says,
We
I don't
got
give
it.
a
Saying
shit
you're wrong.
what
No, we
anybody
got
says.
it. We got it. Let me ask you another
We
question.
just don't understand.
Question two.
Let me- let me-
And that's y'all. Like,
hold on.
to each his own.
Hold on. So you growing up and all the things, all the other dreams and all the aspirations you had, right? And as you gotten older, some of those things might have not panned out.
Mhm.
Why are you so stuck on this having to be that way?
That's a good point.
Like, I understand what you're saying. I know every woman that I've spoken to has that ideal dream wedding in their brain. So I'm not knocking that. I think you should have that. But you're saying you need that at all costs, no matter what, for that one specific thing. But you've compromised in other ways from maybe childhood dreams to get you to where you are today. So let's just say when you were, because we've talked, when you were 12, 13 or whatever, I don't think at that age you were saying I would have a child young.
Correct.
But you did.
Correct.
And you made it work.
Correct.
And you're a great mom and you do what you need to do, right? So cool. That's not the traditional way of whatever it is, but you made it work. So let's just say you meet that guy that does not present the traditional way in your brain of how you wanted to see your wedding. Why are you so stuck on the idea of a wedding? It just sounds like when you're talking about the wedding, you're more obsessed with just having that moment than actually appreciating the person that you're about to marry.
Correct. That is a moment type of thing. But I did just say that I would still, if I met the right person and I really felt like that's my person, and for whatever reason the Disney wedding wasn't gonna happen, I would make it work. Just like I made it work.
Yeah, he just gotta take you. He just gotta take you every couple of.
I mean, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just like I made having a kid young work, it's gonna work. I'm a dreamer, just like we just explained.
Yeah.
I'm a dreamer and I'm a worker. Like I'm gonna make sure that whatever I have in my life, whatever I have in my life works for me.
And I think you should have it. And I'm not saying anything that you're saying shouldn't be obtained.
Neither am I.
I'm just saying that if there's a chance in life that you actually can obtain real happiness with someone,
1,000%,
not getting that side, you should.
1,000%.
And that's it.
I'm not in disagreement with that. I'm not in disagreement with that. But I do deep down want my Disney wedding. So
I've never been to Disney.
I hope
that my
person wants the same thing or wants to make me happy in that sense, and I get my Disney wedding, and all of y'all are there. That's it.
Put me for a plus one.
At the Disney wedding, girl.
Put me for a plus one.
You feel me? Like that's all. Can a girl have dreams? Damn. Like
future fake a Disney wedding. Because me personally, I can't stand.
I
Disney.
imagine that any man will.
But that's what I'm saying. So if we were going back
very
to like
easily
the future faking thing, I'm gonna tell you a dream.
I fake one too.
I'm gonna tell you. Especially
Listen, you telling me early on you want to? Oh, okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sure.
I love getting
No problem.
125. I got
Give the game away. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
but that's not true, because like I said, I've had guys tell me
girl, you
no.
can get whatever you want.
I've had guys tell me, "All right, what are you?
You can
a
have
child?"
whatever you like.
Stacks
Or like,
on
no,
dick,
like-
Patron on ice.
What?
Ask Amanda. All right. Hi, Amanda. I'm 34 years old and a teacher earning about $60,000 a year. My boyfriend of 2 years earns roughly 3 times what I do. We recently decided to move in together, but before doing so, we sat down to discuss finances and how expenses would be divided. Good job. He believes we should split everything evenly, 50-50. I don't feel that's fair given the significant difference in our incomes. My suggestion was that he cover rent and utilities while I handle groceries, dining out, and other shared expenses. He disagrees. His reasoning is that we're both adults and that splitting things evenly avoids feelings of resentment or one person feeling like a burden. Up until now, money has never been an issue between us. We're both responsible with our spending. He usually pays when we go out to dinner and has always been generous with gifts for birthdays and anniversaries. We have a good relationship, have met each other's families, and have talked about marriage and the future. However, this disagreement has made me pause. I'm starting to wonder what happens down the line if we have children, especially if I become financially reliant on him for a period of time. Will this same mindset apply? Am I overthinking this, or is this a red flag? It doesn't sit right with me that someone who earns so much more expects an equal split without accounting for income differences. Should I be concerned?
Very.
End
of story. Next.
Break up with him,
always
girl.
make it seem so simple.
Break up with him, girl.
It is that simple though. Just like she asked you, she should ask him, okay, well.
She should ask him just like she asked you.
Like, what happens if I end up pregnant and now I have to rely on you? What happens in that situation and get that answer? Now, if he comes with a wrong answer, then.
She got to give her half.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, your homeboy.
That's crazy.
Yo, fam, you are foul for that.
That's crazy.
If she makes 3 times less than him.
Yeah.
He makes 180.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
She's a teacher, you said.
Yeah.
Teachers make shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Teachers make shit.
He should take on more of the load. And I'm gonna be honest, men shouldn't have to, and it shouldn't be demanded. When you're in love and you're building family as a man, you want to go ahead
it's natural.
and make sure that your woman's not struggling and just
Exactly.
like it's kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie.
Can we talk about dating someone that is like financially on the same level as you,
It's easier.
it is way easier.
I don't like it.
We know.
I'm just saying. I don't like it. I personally don't. I'm just speaking from my opinion. That's it.
I feel like men will have a better not understanding, but they would probably be more for that because obviously women who want men to pay for
Yeah, men accept that all the time.
Yeah, because it's easier for their relationship, especially if a man wants to be in a relationship where he does want to pay 50-50, then it's easier to do that when a woman is making just as much or close enough to what he's making.
I don't want to speak for all men, but the men that I speak to who are actually men, because every man ain't,
They're males.
you know,
Masculine or like have that.
There's
provider
males and then there's
standpoint?
men, right?
Thank you.
Most men that I speak to, they want to provide in that way. You know what I'm saying? And we want to live up to that role that, you know, women would love to say, like, you know, we want you to be that provider. That just seems like you
don't care.
Not that you don't care, you just don't have any aspirations to be that in the household. And I think anybody should be scared of that.
It's a red flag.
It's a red flag. It's a red flag for any man to want to just do the bare minimum to keep their house afloat. Like I want to do more than the normal. I want to do more. I don't want to outdo my wife, but I want to do enough to where if something happens with her, all this is covered no matter what. I don't want to have to rely on my wife to keep this afloat.
Based off of the fact that he mentioned resentment, it seems like maybe he already.
No, she did.
She did.
Yeah,
No,
but
that
she's
was
saying that was his excuse.
she's
That was
saying
his-
You don't want to build a resentment.
Oh, okay.
So that must mean that he may have already felt that in the past.
Like being used or something.
Yeah, so
that's
he's
possible.
probably like being more
Protecting himself.
cautious.
That's fair.
You know, because I feel like that's the only time I hear a man say that.
That's very possible. I didn't consider that.
Put it like this: they're both in love with each other, right?
I don't like
Can
conditions.
she do more to make more money? Is there? Can she do anything else to make more income?
Maybe,
It is a possibility.
for sure.
Have that conversation. And I'm not saying teachers are bad or anything like that. I'm saying just have that conversation. Because like you said, he's trying to protect himself and maybe he sees her at her cap and her limit. Listen, this is all that you're going to be able to contribute. And I've been burned like this before. I'm just trying to protect myself.
I feel like that's the only way that would be considerate.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like if someone's
have the
been hurt
conversation.
before and that's the way that they're moving for that reason, that makes sense.
All right, Aaron, go ahead.
So I actually like Alan's proposal of everybody choosing to live at the $60,000 cap. Because if I make 60, that means we need to live in a city, state, whatever, where I can flourish at 60. So maybe I need to be in one of the maybe top 20. No, Connecticut.
Like a 2-person household.
We definitely going to Dallas or Houston or Austin.
No, maybe you can't get no in Houston, Dallas, Austin. Are you crazy? The median home price in Austin, like 3 years ago, was $500,000. Yeah, literally. Like people think that. So I think if you move from maybe New York,
It depends on where you live for sure.
if you maybe move from New York,
California.
DC, Cali, and I won't even say Cali. I'll say like Bay
The
Area,
Bay Area, yeah. Oakland, yeah.
LA,
San Fran.
maybe probably San Diego. Then I can see why moving to Houston is attractive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, as a person who rents to people,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't getting much for $1,500 a month. You're not even an apartment.
Yeah.
You can at least count on a 1-bedroom, 2 stacks.
I'm just, you know what? Because
That's
we spoke to the guy maybe having some apprehension because he's probably been burnt in the past and all
that's
that. That's fair, right?
Very fair.
But if that's the case, like when do you put that to the past and just decide to move off of? Like you've invested enough. You live together now, so you've already determined that
They
the
do
person.
live together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're living together. You've already determined that this is the person I want to see every day. I'm investing that level of trust. When do you put some of that past trauma? Just like it really cripples
for
us
sure.
from just getting, because
does.
that woman right there could really be the woman for him.
Yeah.
and he's allowing some past trauma or his what he thinks is insight on how he should move to protect himself, cripple him from really having a genuine relationship with the person that could potentially be his partner. I would never want my partner to feel like I'm if I make 180 and you make 60, and then I'm coming to you saying we got to split everything in half, that's, I could say F word, right? That's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
So there was an article not too long ago where the son of somebody who owned a whole bunch of businesses, the father said, "Hey, no matter who you marry, they have to sign a prenup."
Oh, that's the Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah,
I think I think I sent that.
and I think that's a brilliant idea.
Absolutely.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
That's the only reason I said what I said about him protecting himself. Because what if his father was in his ear and was saying, "Hey, if you want the what happens when you die? If you want the inheritance and everything."
Yeah,
Should
but
be set up like
that makes sense.
But paying bills is not the same thing as far as inheriting like a legacy. Like, first off, you gotta.
He's like, I think he's a billionaire, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Okay. But in this guy's situation, nigga, you paying bills. You
100 years.
yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you ain't protecting much, but a couple of dollars that's gonna go in your pocket for some rent money. Like,
Yeah.
fam, if an extra $1,000 is going to create some level of comfort in your woman's mind that you felt comfortable enough to move in with, come on, what are you protecting?
If you put it like that, then I
Well,
agree.
how about this? So going back to Alan's proposal of, okay, let's imagine that you don't make 180, you make 60 just like me, right?
You have a household of up 120 at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
So my question is, are you willing, if this is your hard line in the sand, my question is, are you willing to move to a place where we can flourish? Well, we can flourish, not even flourish. So, yeah, okay.
No, we not able to flourish. You able to flourish because you stacking that other 60 on the side.
I'm just trying to.
I'm still having
That can go towards something.
It could have went towards the rent.
But listen, what I'm saying, because real talk, if you make 60 a year, your rent should not go over $2,000.
No.
It's just not financially
It's a third of your salary.
responsible.
If you make if you make 120 a year, if the household is making 120 a year,
But that's not
where should you
realistic.
sit?
Not over here.
and you're
Right.
proving
Not
my
over here,
point.
not
You're
over
proving
here.
my point. He has to be willing
uproot.
to live somewhere
Yeah, not
where
over
we
here.
can flourish with a household income of 120.
So at 120 as a household,
Mm-hmm.
what should be our medium rent, right? On top of that,
Mortgage.
or rent, mortgage,
Yeah.
you know. But let's be honest, I'm thinking if you that cheap with your girl, you probably ain't going to get no mortgage. You're probably going to rent some joint out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you're right.
if we start putting all the things together, like how you said, that extra 60 goes to all the other things we can do. That extra 60 could also go to providing your lady some comfort with not having to pay.
But do you think he's like, based on, the fact pattern, do you think that it would be something that he would do?
There's got to be a compromise on his behalf at this point.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying to your lady, hey, women say it all the time. It sounds I ain't gonna lie, it sounds kind of corny, but for a man to say, I want to be equally yoked, it sound whack.
Mm-hmm.
But in today's day, people are saying it. So let's just say he goes to his lady and say, listen, this is what I'm bringing to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to be equally yoked so that this doesn't feel like a give and pull.
Mm-hmm.
So cool, that's an option. But what if she's not able to do that? This is also the person that you decided to have a relationship with.
You said she's not willing to do it?
Let's just say she's not willing. Let's just say she's not capable of doing it.
Of them both living at the 120?
Yeah. But whatever job he has affords him to make 3 times more than her.
I got what you're saying.
She's a teacher.
No, why are you doing
It ain't but too many teaching jobs she gonna get that's gonna get her to 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do? That's the partner you pick. So for the rest of your lives, you make her have to live up to your financial status. Some of the luxury towards having a partner who's in a better situation is to take the ease off of some of the things that you weren't able to achieve in life.
And it actually opens up an opportunity to
do
she
more.
can go get her master's
That's
and
what I
go
was
into
saying.
admin.
That's what I was
and-
saying.
Yeah.
She could do more.
Yeah.
She can. And I think that if we're doing 50-50 in a 120 household. You need to buy all the groceries. You're paying for all of our dinners out.
Wait, but but wouldn't the 50-50 mean everything is 50-50, or is it just
No,
rent?
I thought that it was going towards the bills and stuff within the house.
Well, food is a bill. That's why I was asking. Is it everything is split straight down the middle?
Well,
or?
actually, her compromise was that he does rent and utilities and that she'd do little
Groceries.
stuff like groceries, eating out, and stuff like
She
that.
must not know how much groceries cost.
You know?
I mean, but if you're comparing to rent and
bills.
utilities,
Do you want to know how much money?
I know how much money. I have 2 kids.
Exactly.
And I pay rent and everything by myself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. To me, groceries are no longer the little
Yeah,
auxiliary
because
bill.
of the inflation.
I think that she knows that, and she wasn't like throwing groceries in there like a small bill, because that would basically being like, I'm paying for everything that we need in this whole house.
Yeah, to eat.
Yo, you know what?
It's a lot.
You know what? We being too nice. Nigga, you corny. Nigga, you corny.
This is.
I'm sorry.
Did
I'm
I
sorry.
not answer the
Hold
question?
on.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
like we do too much.
Answer the question from the jump.
this
Erin
is-
always
you
does
moved
that.
it-
She
you-
literally answers right away
Yeah,
how
like,
she feels.
you
I was
moved-
just trying to have a deeper conversation about it, but we know
Yeah,
that.
but some
This
things in
nigga's
life
corny.
are really that simple. Yo,
Everything
you
is.
love this woman, obviously. You moved in with her. You should want to provide for her in ways where she's not efficient.
Say lame.
If she's not able to live up to your same level, cover that
Lame.
extra $1,000, bro. What do you because I got I've been hurt or maybe somebody used me. The nigga be alone.
Did they mention marriage? I'm sorry. Maybe.
I don't wanna
they
marry
talk-
nobody
They do
that
have
can't-
conversations
No, I'm just
about
saying
marriage
what-
and the future.
Yeah, baby. That ain't.
Girl, walk
girl,
the
how
other
she
way.
I don't know.
We don't get pictures.
Walk the other way.
Send pictures to the next
we need to start getting pictures.
Yeah,
That
because
would
I need to
take-
figure
You
out.
said that a while ago, didn't you?
Send pictures. We
Yeah, we need to see who y'all talking about. And send a picture of the person you with so we
That's
can figure out if
crazy,
y'all
though.
actually
Y'all
need
crazy.
to.
You said, yeah.
Nigga,
That would
because
change a lot of our.
no,
opinions,
that
a
you
lot of
can
our
you
takes.
can't do that. You can't do that off the looks.
Be like, that
First of
makes
all,
sense, girl.
you
Can't
gonna
do
be
that
up
off the
there
looks.
talking about them.
No.
No.
Because
No,
Movie
it's for
comment.
research
no,
purposes.
because if homegirl look
I
like
get it.
a little snaggy snack,
No.
and homeboy got a
Missing a side
missing
piece.
like a whole grip, the whole jibs is gone, the whole top part.
No,
Then-
looks is not
Oh,
everything. Stop it.
No, I didn't say it was everything.
All right, but y'all
It's a lot
over
But it's a
here,
lot of
y'all
something.
over here judging off looks. Stop it.
come on, Naisha.
Girl,
Stop
all
it.
I ain't even play that.
I don't do that. I don't do that. Let me tell you something. If y'all know my track record, I done dated some ugly men before, so I do.
She be getting
I
up
do
here saying
not.
stuff like this.
I do not go off of looks.
They probably know.
I don't
You
go
know
off
what's
of
so
looks.
crazy?
Stop
You know what's so
it.
crazy? You call them ugly
Now,
to somebody
now,
else.
now that I'm not with them.
To somebody else, they might be attractive,
Yeah.
and to somebody else, you might not be attractive.
Obviously, something made me attracted to them. It wasn't their
But we're
looks.
not
is what I'm
removing
saying.
what you think of them. We talking about what the rest of the world.
You know what's funny? Like,
She's
I used
like,
to
that
date
money?
somebody, and all of my friends thought he wasn't good looking. Nigga, I thought he was fine as fuck.
That's all that matters. You don't want
What?
Everybody has different tastes.
Like,
Everybody has different tastes. And you're right, Imani.
My homegirls like actually
Right.
told
I'm
me.
not denying that.
Like, he was purple, had white teeth, all the teeth,
Purple.
I know you like that.
had a good job,
had a
great
good
job,
Purple's crazy.
6'4", 6-pack at like 250.
All right, calm
Let
down.
me see. You got a picture of him?
Calm down.
No, I'm just saying.
Mary,
No.
Girl, everybody say slow. What's happening right
But
here?
the thing is that I'm
You got a
just-
picture in the
With
box?
Thanos? Who you with Thanos?
No, listen. I'm just saying that because, like, I can understand.
Thanos above 250.
I can understand how Naisha's like, well, shit, I liked him. Like, my homegirls was like, yo, this nigga's ugly. I was like, I mean,
done
to
definitely
you,
had
like,
some of those. I'd had some of those.
I'm not saying that looks is the deciding factor. I'm just
But
saying.
you over here like,
hold
let me
on,
see what you
no,
look
hold on,
like.
no. What I'm saying is, when you see some of the people who talk in certain situations, and you get an opportunity to like see what they kind of look like or how they might present
It gives
themselves,
context.
it gives context to
gives
some
context.
of the
I'm
stories.
not gonna lie.
Do you ever watch reality TV and you see somebody that's just not very attractive say some stuff and be like, you're not even that attractive to be saying this to this woman?
I don't really watch
And those are
reality
the
TV like
exact comments that y'all gonna have if those people sending their pictures.
I would be in the comments with y'all.
We're not
saying.
It's literally context. It's so that we can make.
Honestly, people are like that, but that's not the right way to be. Is all I'm saying.
We don't care about what's right.
You know,
We're talking about reality.
because even when we was on here talking about short
The
men,
Disney wedding.
right.
Disney wedding. The Disney wedding.
Me and you.
Disney wedding. Not the Lulu land.
Just
I
came
hate
back
y'all.
down.
I hate y'all.
The Luland.
When we was talking about short men, people in the comments were like, "Oh, you're fat." They were calling me fat. People in the comments, yeah. So some people are a little rough and go off looks, but I'm just saying
As soon as we started talking about guys' heights, I already know those comments wasn't gonna be cute. So
I know, but clearly, you know, people be hurt. People be hurt.
Actually, Jada was like pumping him up.
People be hurt, you know. So fine, y'all want to call me fat? Cool.
Pop the Balloon is the dating version of American Idol.
Oh, it is.
That's it. With a bunch of Simons.
You're right.
That's it.
Good point.
Let's put you in front of a bunch of people and let's see who can get embarrassed first. There are going to be some gems in here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
There actually was a couple that just got married actually through.
I saw that.
Was that the Ghanaian
Yes.
chick?
Yes.
And yeah.
And fire. But I ain't seen but one person out of that group get married and it works. So at this point, you're really just doing it to ridicule, and it's more of a platform to really showcase to people that off of first view, off of first moment, how egotistical we are or how caught up we are on some of the smallest things in earth that really mean nothing.
So that means a lot, right?
Like for me, I'll tell you right now, I walk in a room, if I go based off of my past and what I like and what I typically go to, I wouldn't go for a girl with short hair.
See? He don't like a dirty
That would be my that would be my pop the balloon.
Yeah.
But guess what? That don't mean that that's not what I would actually like or actually date. It just means I'm now basing my instinct to tell the world, hey, world, this is not what I typically like, and I got to stand true to that.
Yeah.
So you're not really there to really find real love. You just there to get your shit off.
Yeah, I agree. And last question, not last question, but like nobody would go on Pop the Balloon here.
Oh, nah.
Absolutely not.
I've been asked, but I said no.
I was asked to go on. I thought about it.
Like the original one or like the knockoff?
And mind you, it wasn't like me being the one that's popping. It was more like me, having the guys stand and they pop the balloon. So I said no.
So for me, it was being on both sides because they give you that they actually put you in both situations.
Yeah.
Oh, what happens?
Really?
So, and I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it just because I like to see what this whole infrastructure looks like and get the
Like the
experience.
sociological part of it.
Because like you said, it's very much so
A mind fuck.
a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Holiday did it. She did do it.
There.
And she asked somebody to, she was asking them crazy questions. She was like, let me see your feet. That clip went viral. That clip went viral that she was like, let me see your
I
feet.
didn't know she was on there.
Take off your shoes. Like, let me see how clean your socks are.
But see, there no
Like, something like that
situations
is
going
like-
there and representing myself in that is just
Yeah.
because at some point I'm gonna leave there and women are gonna see me on that platform, and then when I try to date them in a real way, because they're gonna pop the balloon on me in real life and be like, fam, I saw
That
you.
pop the balloon ass nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like, come on. So no.
My rejection level is not set up for that at all. Like all that pop.
Yeah.
I would be sleeping and hearing pops while I'm sleeping.
No, seriously, very
Oh,
traumatizing.
I'm going.
That's what I'm saying. It's
That's
not.
why I said attack mode.
No, yeah, I aspire to like read people for filth calmly, but you see how easily I'm rage baited.
I'm like you.
So
I said, wait, I know you. I know you not.
yes, I did.
Baby, you got two
cut my eye
Mrs.
out.
Teeth. You can't even look this way. What?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'm not set up for that. On Rome the other day, they was like, oh, I don't like the way he's not talking.
Yeah,
I'm like,
everybody.
because he has manners. Because he allows others to speak.
Wait, did you see the video that went up today? When I said that I told someone that I know
Well,
how
but
to
I-
manipulate.
But you already knew.
Oh, that,
but
yeah,
that's-
you knew that
no,
was going to happen.
I know,
You knew.
but he put that at the front of the video, so I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like,
But you already knew what was going to happen.
We
with
all
that.
know as seniors on this couch,
Yeah.
certain things that we say will come and bite us in the ass.
You guys think that it's easier, not you because you're married, to date because like your vulnerability level is shown on this show? Has that been easier to
No,
date?
actually it's harder. Actually it's harder because
I actually realized
yeah.
in that clip
It's
coming
harder.
out, I was like, I am so comfortable at this point talking on this couch that I kind of forget that the camera is there. Because I honestly, I'm like, why the hell would I say that? Knowing that I'm being recorded, but I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
Like other people will see this. But no, it's harder to date. And honest. I don't know if I should say this. I don't know. But
It's like this is one of those setup moments.
I'll beat you up.
I literally tell people that I'm dating not to watch it.
Yeah. But that's hard. That's hard because they're still going to watch. Listen, with my ex, people used to send him videos all the time and be like, that's your girl? This your girl? This girl saying this crazy shit is your girl?
So, Rome, I want to pass you my phone, right? Because this literally happened while we were on break.
Just now?
This is the basis of my dating.
Is this
The
block?
2-minute break
block?
we
Is this
just
the
had?
And I
block?
just got blocked, right? And I want you to read it.
Oh, that's why you were saying block.
I want you to read it,
Read
right?
it out loud or read it?
No, just
Now
read it to
you can
yourself.
read it out loud.
But
Include the name.
No. You don't want to read that.
How you going to do this on camera?
I want to explain.
And don't
Wait, hold on.
expect-
I want to explain as he's
like-
reading it. So
The only Rome
The-
has the context.
Yeah, like
Just
what?
give him a chance.
Okay, we'll give you a chance.
Crazy.
the young lady knew of me before this.
Really, Aaron?
She knew of me before this, right?
I already saw
She stepped back and tried to say, well, I'm gonna stop watching you in that space because I don't want to have a preconceived notion of you, right?
the bottom.
The last line.
I can't.
That's all you cared about.
I can't. Oh, yeah. But
It jumped out at me.
All I see is paragraphs, though. Like,
so
Oh my God.
I told her from day one, I want you to do me a favor. I know you know of me of a certain thing or what you think you see, whatever. A lot of this is social media. A lot of this is just camera stuff.
Entertainment.
It's entertainment. If you want to really get to know me, get to know me. At a certain point, I felt like she wasn't doing that. She was taking a lot of what she was seeing in other spaces and bringing it to like us in our dealings. The minute I saw that, I cut it. I'm
You
cool.
need to cut it.
I'm cool. I'm good, right? She said a comment to me that was like, she made a couple of comments that were like really offensive.
Here we go.
Really offensive to my character as a person, right?
I've done this. Has happened.
She like, it's kind of like a low-key compliment, but it's still belittlement in a sense of like, yo, this is all you're good for.
You know what
I'm
that
like-
meant. You know what that was.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think you understand, but you came into this with a preconceived notion of me. I didn't ask you to play into any other character that I have outside of here. I asked you to get to know me and take the time to get to know me. As you're doing that, you still want to go ahead and assume and all these other things, and you watch an interview or you watch a podcast, and now you assume that you know me outside of what you're experiencing. And then now when we get to a point where we're physical, now you want to use the physical against me like, oh, well, you only came around to just be physical. It's like, no, homegirl. We both made a mutual decision to enjoy each other in a certain way.
Busy.
And now that it's not working out in your favor, you want to paint me as a person that just moves in a certain light. No, I'm just able to cut you off once I see that you're not moving genuine. That's it. So I deal with that a lot when it comes to trying to date and trying to actually meet people in a genuine way, because no matter how much I'll try to show them the real me, they want to go ahead and base it off of what I give on these other platforms.
because people think social media is life.
But some people should stop thinking for other people.
Word.
I'm telling you.
And there should be a point in time where we address the fact that there are women that search for this type of situation in order to say he was the bad guy.
Yeah. But back to being
Like
a victim.
purposely?
Some people like to be victims.
Yes. Well, and you also have to add the fact that when they start to date you or whatever the situation is, in their mind, they're still trying to change a little bit of you. It's not like they completely accept who you are. I want to change just about him. You know, I want to be the one who wins.
Or they want to feel like they're a part of that other world that you're a part of that they normally couldn't get access to. You know how many times I've told stories about
No, we don't.
I've been on a podcast and I've been in different spaces, and even in my music career where I've written songs about certain things, and I've had women be offended that I don't mention them in it.
What?
Entitlement.
It's like, who are you talking about?
What the
You
heck?
never mentioned me on there.
Song, bro. Shut up.
But no, some people feel entitled to you in a certain realm that is not even attached to them. My podcasting, my conversation, my music does not have to always associate to you and our experiences. I'm allowed to have all the different past situations and use that as fodder or inspiration for conversation.
Especially as a creative.
Yeah.
You gotta draw from.
I'm drawing from it.
Yeah.
So now when I come here and we might link, we hang out, we have a good time, boom, boom, but that don't mean our time is so dope that I now have to infiltrate it to my whole world and sector.
All right, shorty, be happy. He's talking about you now, okay?
And it ain't in the good light. It ain't in.
You part of it now, shorty.
Realistically, you already got the block symbol by your name.
Yeah, like
It's a wrap.
yeah, no.
Honestly,
You know when that validation felt dope when I didn't realize like that I'm actually this is gonna sound cocky and conceited,
A little bit.
but I'm gonna say it. I'm actually a dope person.
In real life.
Remove
You alright.
remove music, remove
You okay.
podcasting, remove all that. I know that I'm a dope person to get to know, to get to be around, to get to actually build genuine bond with. If you need me to be a part of some other world to feel like that or to feel like you get cool, you go do that on your own time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna most likely get what I want to get out this shit anyway.
right.
Hello. But if you feel
All right.
empty at that point, that's on you because you came into the situation
With
not
those
looking.
expectations. Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, I didn't even press you. I never pressed you for that.
Rome, you're horrible.
I'm not why? Because I don't press.
Just
Why am I
hang out
horrible?
by the bathroom. That's all.
You seen me by the bathroom yesterday?
No, I didn't actually.
See,
That's what
And then
he's
you
doing.
go to the bath.
I can talk to you.
He's
Come on,
doing that.
come on.
He's doing that too.
I feel like you needed the energy.
I want to tell you something that
Go
happened
ahead.
yesterday, but hello.
Yo, I hate y'all.
When did you go to
Yeah.
the bathroom?
Y'all were sitting right next to me, and I saw because she was sitting next
And
to
she
her
went to the
girls.
bathroom and you followed her to
No,
the bathroom?
I don't follow nobody. That's
I was
not
about to
me.
say, Rome didn't go
I don't
nowhere.
follow nobody.
Like he was there the whole night by us.
There you go.
No, but she got up. Like I seen her looking at me, and then she got up, and then like she made her way to the middle or whatever. But what that mean? Like
She's trying to get closer to you.
you could? I don't care. I ain't doing
She's
nothing
trying to
wrong.
get closer to you.
I knew that, but I'm saying like
Oh, that's what she was trying to do?
Yeah, she's trying to say.
Oh.
She's trying to say.
she
She was
went
saying,
around.
"Look at me."
She was like, "Oh, come up," and then like I felt her look at me, and I turned away. Like that's good. It's not even because I mean, in a committed relationship,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. That's a body to me. Honestly, like
Because you already know. You know if. Yeah.
I'm cool with that. That's a body to me. I know it sounds wild.
Wait,
but, like,
why y'all laughing? Don't laugh at my man.
wait.
He's accurate. He's saying something
like,
accurate.
I'm saying like just
Listen, we know.
being disciplined and
inside with Rome.
being like an actual good dude. Like you gotta still know that you got it,
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
right? And like
I'ma
I'm
still
not
hit this.
throwing out of it to be disrespectful to my girl. But like if I see you seeing me and like you make that first step, I know I got that.
Yeah,
So,
there was
you go home.
validation for. Why didn't you tell me?
Body roll.
Oh well, see, this is the pleasures of being single.
Body roll.
These are the pleasures of being
I hate
single.
guys, bro.
Because if you walk out to that middle, don't play with me. Hey, listen, homegirl, wherever club you at,
you,
don't work out to that middle.
what you trying to do?
I'm gonna meet you right there, right in your.
Say shot.
She
Say shot.
She said, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Shorty, where you at?
listen, and then right after that, I put my coat on. I was like, that's all I need.
That's all you need.
I'm ready to go.
I hate y'all.
Oh, that's why he started saying, "All right." He's like,
You know what's funny? You know what you hear in your head when that
5
happens?
minutes, 10 minutes.
Oh,
I know he
nah.
hears that.
Ooh, I'm young over here.
Oh, y'all don't get it. All right.
No,
sorry.
I
She seen me from
Amanda.
the door, so like,
I'm like
walked in and
Amanda.
She was
from the door.
from the door, and I was like, okay,
That's dope.
This is, and I was like, you know what?
Still got
Got
it.
him.
Still
Got him.
Still got it.
Got him.
That's cute. That's cute, Rome.
Sometimes that's enough.
That's a cute story.
It has to be enough.
Oh, I actually agree with you.
It has to be enough because I mean, like, what are you gonna risk it all over like one night up in the?
Depending on what type of person you are. I mean, some people do.
Karaoke.
No.
You know the outcome of that. You've been doing this so
No,
you know
yeah,
the outcome.
absolutely
You know
right.
what I mean? Like it's not gonna work that way.
No, you're right.
It's not gonna work that way.
Good job, Rome. Good job.
Rome on the Rome.
Rome on the road.
Yeah.
Are we gonna start a segment where I just go out and tell you like? When
Yeah, we should do that. Rome on the road.
That's
And he should share his experiences.
on the road.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
You work out?
What?
Do we?
You have a
Do you
gym that
see
you
his
go to?
arms?
Because the gym is where all of it.
No, I go to the gym with my girl,
They both are
My
strong.
knees
They're
is
both very strong.
which is very intimidating. Which that I find.
I'm not gonna hold you. Your girl look like she could she could throw down.
No, she's not a fighter. She don't
I
have
know,
fight.
but she looked like it.
Yeah,
like
that's
based
what
off of her body. Based off
The look is supposed to be intimidating.
Yeah.
And for me, that's how it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
Because if I'm working out every day,
Yeah, her body's crazy.
I need you to match that too. So
yeah,
like that's
she
something
got
in common.
she
that
got
we will
crazy
constantly-
muscles.
Come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
When you post her, I'd be like, damn, shorty
Hey,
crazy.
look in the camera because she said I never posted.
Damn, shorty.
They see you. They see you out there.
I
told
see you.
They see you.
well, maybe that's why I keep meeting all the thick girls because I done gain weight. I don't know.
You hanging out at the ramen bar.
I'm at the wrong spot. Like the
Ramen bar.
Yeah, what the hell? I gotta get out of Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love Korean barbecue. Which one you be going to?
You
bro.
There's a good
too
one.
skinny for the Korean
I'm gonna tell you.
barbecue.
I'm gonna tell you the best one in Jersey.
She don't gain no. She
Oh,
got
it's
a
in
little.
Jersey.
She got a little. She
Knees.
got a little meat
I
right
am
now.
Look at your knees
Slim
every
thick.
time.
I got a little. She got a little meat right
Yeah,
there.
all right. Hey, Aaron, what's in your group chat?
I'm in like 88 group chats, first of all. And honestly, a lot of times I find it very overwhelming. And that is why like I'm terrible with reading DMs. So if you've ever DM'd me, but you have my phone number, don't send me no fucking DMs.
I hate that.
Just text me because them DMs are very scary to me. Like it's just overwhelming. That's all. Anyway, so in my group chat, there was like this discussion. I think I posted a gentleman. He and his wife, he's white, she's black. He and his wife, they have a blended family. She, I think, has maybe one kid prior to their marriage, and then they have maybe like 2, 3 or whatever of their kids. And the oldest child has a father who I think isn't actively involved, and he sends $400 a month for his child support.
Mm-hmm.
And the stepdad, the new guy, or the husband now, he's like, yeah, like
Nothing.
he's like, I step up every single day,
Mm-hmm.
every single day for my child. And he's saying my child as in that man's natural child. You know what I mean? And he was like, $400 ain't doing shit over here. He's like, I go and get a massage with that $400.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife ain't tripping because she understands everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm sacrificing to provide for our family unit. And I guess the question really is, what does that mean to a man that's doing everything? Like, what say should you have as the dad not spending time? You're only sending $400 a month. Like, how much say should you have in this child's life and how things operate, so on and so forth?
It's because I've been on both sides, because I have been in a household where I had a young girl that even to this day that I still consider not a daughter, but like someone that I care for, and if they ever needed anything when I was with
Emotional
them,
relationship.
yeah. And when I was there, I was there. I took
Everything.
care of and sick and money, whatever. I never thought about the father in the situation because I just accepted where the situation was at, period. And once I walked into that home, I understood that what I was taking on was probably just going to be something that I don't have a control over. It's just like, I got to deal with whatever comes with this. Now, being on the other side, being a father who, has to pay child support and stuff. And I'm going to say this today, and I know fellas are not going to like me saying this, but when I really sit back and think about everything, especially with my youngest son, that his mom...
The teenager, the one you
this
mentioned?
Is the 8-year-old.
Oh, okay.
I don't pay enough. Now, that don't mean raise my shit. Don't raise it. But between him doing taekwondo,
Yeah, it's expensive,
basketball,
bro.
baseball, his day-to-day living needs, school, food, and I pay a decent amount, but it's still not enough. And also having her to have to take the, not burden, but the responsibility of every day-to-day, making sure all this is together. I think it's all situational based, because there are some men that's doing more than they should do, especially when there's a lot of women who are living off of whether it be public assistance and they're not really putting too much of their own into it as well. But for most women who are really taking care of the household and taking care of their child, a lot of fathers that step outside the house, we don't do enough. And we complain about that little $400 or $500 that we give. And when you really start to break down income and what that child really needs month to month to just survive, a lot of us gotta stop complaining. Okay, well, I think asking for $50,000 a month for some
But
child
she was
support.
probably going off of like what he was used to when she was with him.
Cool, but you're not with me no more.
Yeah.
And on top of that, and I'm gonna take it a step further. Don't no kid on earth need $50,000 a month.
For
in
sure,
child
I
support.
agree with that.
So you just out here. What you really saying is, I want to get paid to raise your child.
No, but sometimes
That's not
from
fair.
a mother's perspective, like if you're living with somebody that and you're like your child is living in a mansion and it has this lifestyle and then you guys separate, it does affect
Yeah,
the
you got to go back
child.
to the hut.
So that's why you try to be like, okay, well,
You got your
I
mansion.
want to be able to give my kid the same thing that I was giving
guess
my
what?
kid
You need to go
before.
work. Then you need to go work.
That.
I mean, it's
You
true.
need to go work.
Don't work
It's
that.
true. It's true. But
You need to go ahead and put out a March Madness.
Wait, my quick question. So you were honestly, I thought you were going to say something else. But what about when she's asking for that or requesting that from the courts based on what his other children get?
I mean, then that makes sense. Like, I feel like that's fair.
No, I do think it's fair, but I also think that there are tons of people who would have the same argument. What you need 50 stacks for?
It's true.
You know what I mean? But I'm like, if all the other kids are getting that, like, why?
Wow, you know what I just realized? We talked a lot about
I know.
finance in respects to relationship and how it should be handled as business. I think kids is the one thing that should never be handled like business.
It shouldn't, but
Like what?
unfortunately
Like
it does.
what?
It ends up being like that when you separate.
You should always put aside your own interests for
Oh,
the
yeah.
better sake of what's going to be the most beneficial for the child.
Kid, yeah.
Now, I don't want to be taken advantage of course. So I don't want to be paying an amount where now you have no responsibility and you can just sit home, collect a check every month, and then you sending my kid out in Oshkosh Bagosh and all that shit. You remember Osh? Come on.
I do. Like, Oshkosh wasn't no bullshit.
No, I mean, it is today. I'm just saying. I do
And
think
it's
that.
appropriate children clothing.
Yeah. With them walking shoes.
But if
Kids these days on Balenciaga.
if you, and that's my point. Like if you have, if you
Niggas
have
in
that-
hell want ice water. No. Hold on. Can you imagine a child coming up to you talking about?
Yeah,
I want
they do
Balenci-
that. They do that,
No,
Aaron.
no, I
I'm
can't
sorry. I
imagine.
have two
No,
girls.
I
They
have-
do that.
I have-
They do
I
that.
have-
Oh,
I have
okay.
an oldest
And it's
who-
society. It's society. The schools are filled with that. So it's not easy for kids these days either.
And
Because
then
there's
especially-
bullying, there's all that shit.
I wanted J's.
Yeah, but Jay's back
Different
then
times.
was our
Different
version
times.
of Balenciaga.
Different times. Yes.
When I was in middle school, girls had Michael Kors.
Mary,
Michael Kors is shit now.
It's shit now.
Shit
But when
now.
I was in middle school, they had Michael Kors
That's
as
why I
book
said
bags.
times change. Times change.
you gotta have the fear of God. You gotta have the Travis Scott. You gotta have all the well, the sneakers. You gotta have you. It's just we are living in the times where, of course,
Yeah,
you want
my
your
daughter
kids
is-
to
She
live,
got all the name brands.
you want to live up to a certain level of status.
Why?
Because if daddy's walking around,
Then she needs to be
Lie.
walking around that like
then
that.
there should be no reason why your child is walking around not
Correct.
looking the same.
I agree.
1,000%.
Yes.
But I also don't believe in you now get to go ahead and pop out a baby and then now think you have no responsibility
Right.
financially with this child. It's now all on me.
Mm.
That's not fair.
Mhm.
It's not fair. You need to go ahead and figure, because guess what? At some point, that kid turns 18 or 23, whatever at that age where child support stops.
26 or some shit.
Well,
If they go to secondary
they go
school.
to, yeah.
If they go to college, yeah. My daughter's 18 right now, and already the court is already sending me papers like, hey, like the child support is about to end because she's 18, but the fact that she's going to college, I
It
gotta send them
extends.
proof,
Mhm.
and it'll
It'll go
continue.
directly to her.
Correct.
That's dope.
I already told her that I was gonna give her the card regardless because that was the plan. Like, oh, when she turns 18, here's the card. Like, whatever your dad sends is to you.
Just when you start to think about, when we talk about how minuscule amount of money that can be the difference between your child feeling like you actually care about their well-being in comparison to you having to struggle with the mom about
Mhm.
what's fair and being taken advantage of. It's not really, like I said, and
Can I ask you a question? Just and you may have like a opinion on this. Why do you think that so many men, like just normal guys, not the futures and who whatever, like why is it they're so against
Paying child support?
Child support when child support is literally for their child to be taken care of. So I'll give you a perfect example. You know, lights have to be paid. So maybe I pay the majority of it, and like $33 from your support goes to pay the light bill.
Yeah, all of it might go.
No. But I'm just.
I've personally fought with my daughter's father over this exact question that you're saying.
But the thing is that there are different. Because the thing is that you already have a home. So rent, mortgage, lights, gas, internet, all of that. So that means portions of that monthly child support are going to go
correct
into those bills, right? And I guess because it's supporting your child, why are so many men against
it? So as a man who's been through the system, who's currently through the system, and salute to like I said, she took me off. The fact that my youngest son's mom, she took me off. I'm gonna always salute you. Like, actually, she can get whatever she wants from me.
I don't know.
So that's amazing.
You're not gonna clap for that?
No, I'm not gonna clap for that.
Why?
Because both my daughter's fathers are on child support.
But what does that have to do with me?
Yeah, what does it do?
No, because you over here trying to make it seem like girls who have their fathers on child, their baby fathers on child support is wrong.
You got all that from me saying clap that up.
That's not what's coming from that.
I see you.
What's coming from that is a statement of a woman recognizing that we don't even need to be. For men who's been through the system, as a man who's been through the system, who's had the moments where I've been in arrears, I've had the moments where I've had, just pop up in different things, no license, no passport.
Explain what arrears are, because they probably don't understand what that is.
Trust me, them niggas know.
Back pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. So
you owe.
So, but also as someone who always wanted to do right for my child, who never felt the need to have to go through the court system for whatever reason, and you get to a point where you and the other parent can say, yo, we gonna do what's best for this kid no matter what.
I mean, that's a great space to be in.
And again, that's what I'm kind of confused about. Like, why is that not
from the beginning?
Yes.
Because I can tell you why. It's because there's still emotions there.
Yes.
And no matter what you pay, it's not going to be enough to negate the fact that you're not in this child's life the way they expected you to be in this child's life.
Like being an active parent?
No, being with her.
Being with her. That's the difference.
So in your life as the co-parent?
I'll give you an example.
In a relationship.
I'll give you an example.
Because if you
wait, hold on. So you guys think that it's just the woman because you're not with her?
I don't want us to assume you're talking to someone who's currently on child support. Let's take the advice from the person
and I have 2 children, and both my baby fathers on child support, so I have a lot to say about this.
No, but you're speaking from the perspective of the person receiving. I'm speaking from the perspective of the person who's paying.
Right.
The pay started from in certain situations where I didn't even have control over it. She didn't have control over it. Let's just say, and I'm not speaking directly to my situation, but let's just say a woman has to go on public assistance.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And there's nothing she can do. She needs that.
You got to pay that back.
I have to pay.
Right.
She doesn't even have that option. You automatically have to pay. So now you're no longer even just dealing with her. You're dealing with the government and the state in a way that you never signed up for, which can build the animosity, which can build the, why you ain't got your shit together, whatever it could be, which is still wrong in a sense, but that's where the barrier starts. Then you also have the situation, then you have the situations where you have a woman who thought that you were going to be together. Are we not together? All right, the first thing I'm doing is going to child support because I'm
on your own.
I'm going to put you in the system. And cool. Then there's situations where, do you know how many people don't understand? And I tell a lot of women this. You have a lot of men out here who would probably end up wanting and will do more off of child support than when you put them on it.
So you think that
the kid suffers?
But what about the guys that don't want to do anything?
No, I said do more.
Yeah, I have a quick question. So do you think that when mothers, or let's just say one co-parent, puts the other on child support, it's out of like retaliate?
That's what I'm saying. No, that's not accurate. That's not accurate. I'm sorry, that's not accurate.
I want y'all to remove yourselves from it. It is accurate for the person who's going through it. It's not accurate for you. It's accurate for other people.
But that means it's not accurate for everybody then. If it's not accurate for me, that means there's others out there that don't.
No, listen, we need to speak in generalities. Yes. Like no one is like discarding whatever like your situation is.
We love you.
But like we have to speak in generalities because that is like the way of the world.
I don't want to isolate the situation because we all have.
And I really want to understand.
Yeah, but you
honest.
guys are basically saying generally, right? Because you're saying generally, generalizing it.
I'm sorry,
that a woman has to be in some type of.
No, we're not. We're saying that it happens.
Yeah, like some type of feeling where
Yes.
she wants to put the man on the child support.
There's moments where that happens.
How about a man is not doing his shit, so that's why she's
that
doing
happens
it.
as well?
No.
Correct. Thank you.
No,
At least
but-
say
no,
that.
But Manisha, like first of all, you're taking this really personally.
I'm definitely taking it personally.
Obviously,
Yeah, but
yeah.
you- I don't want you-
But
but you shouldn't do that,
But
though.
what I'm asking him, hold on. What I'm asking him is like, as far as him and other men that he knows, like, to me, as an outsider looking in, child support seems like a retaliatory type situation.
And it
Because you're saying that men would generally do more. And so I'm wondering what is happening where these women are putting these men on child support. And my assumption is that because the men aren't doing
okay.
more.
So let's speak.
That's why I'm reacting like that,
Oh, you're a
Aaron.
little emotional.
No.
Because I'm the woman that's seeing
Yeah, but
men
you-
not
but-
do
but-
what they
but-
need
but
to
you-
do.
but
So
you're-
now your ass is gonna
but
get
you're
put on
one
child
wo-
support.
But you're one woman trying to represent a world of people that does not feel
But
that
there's
same
a
way.
bunch of us out there.
Cool. So you speak for you in that sense, right? Now let me speak for the side of it where there are men who are going through a different experience. I want to always be there for my child. I've experienced the court system being used against me as a retaliation towards being hated, towards being disliked, for whatever reason. Cool. I've had to accept that. In my personal experience, that's what I felt. I know other men who are on child support because they ain't shit and because they didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
That exists.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But for whatever reason, the minute you decide to put the court system in the place of you and another person having logical, civil conversation about what's the best thing for your child, we are off to a horrible start as far as co-parenting.
Agreed.
And a big part of why I salute, and this is not to boast or brag, but the big part of why I salute my youngest son's moms, because from the moment we had that conversation, all she said to me is, I just want what's best for our son.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't always
And
happen.
you know what? What's your finance? Are you in a good space? Because I'm in a decent space. So for right now, maybe I don't need you to go so crazy. But when you start getting things together, and that's what it's been. It's about, this isn't a business relationship. This is, we have a child. This child needs support. And you know what? Even if you're not able to supply the money that I would probably need you to supply, you know what you do supply? You supply that time. You supply that guidance.
That makes
you supply that attention.
makes a difference.
And that means so much more to my son's life than you giving an extra $200 a month.
That makes a difference.
That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to get caught up in our own personal experiences, because I know from my personal experience as a man who loves his kids, who always wants to be there for his kids, where if I'm down to my last, I will give. There's been moments where I had nothing in my pocket and I couldn't give shit, but conversation and I love you and all of that. And you know what? It took for a strong woman to understand that and to put her child's needs first in that respect, than whether or not she can get an extra $30-something for the fucking rent or for the bill this week. It takes a lot on both
but
parts.
that's respectful. That's very respectful, and that is what's needed from a man in general. So
but you honing in on the man part and not honing in on to what
on a parent
it takes for a
Period.
woman
On a
as well, because a lot of women,
There's a sacrifice.
there's a sacrifice on everybody's part.
I mean, obviously, for what you just said, time,
But if it's obvious.
having your children every weekend, taking your children to activities, being there for homework, going to parent-teacher meetings. There's so much things in a child's life that, yes, if a father is willing to do that, that is so appreciated. Because there are people that don't even get
do
that.
something that I don't want to do.
Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do
Anyways,
it.
You know how many women do the bare minimum when it comes to raising their child?
A lot of women.
And they like to sit there and try to portray like they
A
have.
lot of women.
Give me a second.
But
Naisha, you have to.
it's that I don't care to hear shit like this. Like
That's not fair because we've heard.
but
you.
why? No, I'm hearing you on what a good father does, right?
But you're not letting him finish.
Right?
I want you to understand that when we speak about these things, there's a cause and effect, and there's also another side of it. So as much as we like to sit and we like to speak down or we speak against the man's role in this, a lot of men feel like, yo, I pay $400, I pay $500, I pay $600, whatever I do, and I don't see any of that poured into my child. And I watch my child's mom sit home, barely take care of the child the way they need to be taken care of. Mm-hmm. My kid walking around in raggedy ass shit, but you walking around with your nails and your hair did and all that. It happens. And 100%. That even builds up a resentment in the men. So I don't want to make this sound like it's so much of a one-sided thing.
It's not.
Real men want to take care of their children.
I agree.
The problem starts when they feel like the woman is also making it hard for them to be the father that they want to be, and it's being controlled either by them or by a court system. I didn't fuck Judge so-and-so. I had sex with you. We had this child. You not about to tell me the influence I can have in my child life by telling me how many times a week I can see them and all this other shit just because you petty or I'm petty. It's really disgusting. And that's when we start talking about the business aspect of it. We start treating our kids like either a way to get back at somebody or a business relationship to figure out how you're going to pay some bills. I don't want to deal with that. For me, it's a nasty way of doing. And a lot of times we only focus on the men when it comes to that nasty dealings. We need to talk about some of these women, a lot of these women that make it hard for real men to be the fathers that they want to be in their child's life. And then the bad part is that a lot of us aren't strong enough to deal with that pressure, so we walk away. And then it's still a wrong decision to make. But what do you expect people to do? Drive themselves insane because you want to control us with our own seed? I don't want to hear it. So as much as you can feel personalized by it, and I'm very personalized by it, but I don't want to talk in that respect because I want to give both sides a fair conversation. But if I want to get personal, I've been through some shit as a father.
Word.
Still go through things as a father. And there's nobody on this earth that can tell me I don't want the best for my kids. But I've had moments where I've dealt with some difficulties. And today I can say I'm in a better space. But in those moments, we weren't doing the best for each other in raising that child. We were both caught up in our own desires and our own wants and needs. Not considering that one child don't even know nothing to do with none of this shit. Mm-hmm. And then when you add the other factor of a damn court system, who are you to tell me how much I need to pay for my child? It's demeaning, especially when we struggling with enough in earth, just trying to get by, just trying to figure out how to maneuver in life and then also have a positive influence in our children. And then you want to go into a court system and tell that white man or whoever's at that court at the top of the shit. That white man.
I already knew you was gonna say that. The white.
So yeah, you have a lot of. I did one of the dumbest things on earth early on in my oldest son's relationship. I got so frustrated, I stepped away and I missed 4 years of his life. And it took me so much time to try to gain that relationship back, right? His moms didn't consider that. Maybe she shouldn't have. Who knows? I don't know. But for whatever reason, we both got to a point where we were so disgusted with each other and so tired that we stopped thinking about the child. My child didn't care that if I paid an extra $100. He didn't care.
Time matters.
All he needed was to know that his dad gave a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I would actually love to see amazing clip. I would actually love to see a space where men are able to get their kids. I'm not saying that a woman does a better job, a man does a better job, whatever, but like we do hear a lot of stories of men who want to take care of their children.
The court favors the women.
Well, I don't know what they favor.
I know. The court favors the woman.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Unless the woman is a drug addict or abuser or something like that, the court favors the woman.
Great. But the point that I'm making is that I would like to see men who want to be active in their children's lives have an opportunity to either get full like custodial, or maybe they have like a straight down the middle 50-50. And then the parents, figure out how to make that work.
I have friends.
Of course you've seen it. We all have seen it.
My man has full custody of his 4-year-old son. So I've seen it. It's doable, but you have to prove so much as a man in court.
I will say this.
So much.
The one thing I won't do, no matter how much we get into this conversation, I won't strip away the job and the responsibility that women take the moment that they do become a mother, and the innate nurturing side or the innate passion that they go into raising a child. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying that's
I don't think, not by any means.
But, and I'm very clear. I got my kids, love them. Now, if my baby mom called and said, hey, can you take this little nigga? I got to take him.
I gotta take him.
But I don't really want,
I gotta take him.
I gotta take him because that's my boy. I gotta make sure he's good. But I do enjoy some of the luxuries. Like when I leave here, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna be able to do whatever I want.
You gonna close them green curtains?
I'm gonna scratch. I'm gonna close them little green curtains up. I'm gonna scratch my ass. I'm gonna do whatever I want, not having to worry about. And like now, my son calls and he calls, Dad, good night, and that's our ending for the night every night.
Isn't he like what, 16, 7? Oh, no.
Well, my oldest is 16.
Oh, okay.
But when I speak to the 8-year-old, because he's more like getting the mom, like he's.
Do you want, but now that you have your oldest son is like what, 17 or something
16.
like that? Okay, 16. And then the youngest, do you want to perhaps have them come and live with you?
So I would want my oldest to live with me today because he's now at the fragile age of you close to 18. Yeah. It's some man things that I need to pass down to you that
a woman can't.
She can't
instill in you.
She's done everything she needed to do to get you
as much as she could.
It's actually a great agreement.
But
you need a woman to agree to that.
You need a woman to agree to that. And sometimes you need a child to agree to it.
Yep.
Because sometimes
they want to leave.
Because sometimes a child gets more comfortable what they've known for their whole life.
And
I've been with moms.
There's different rules and restrictions.
Different rules and different things. I've had this conversation. Okay. So, but I don't want to strip that. And men need to speak to. There's a luxury to not having to take on that full responsibility.
Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to make sure my kids Uber right now while I'm sitting here on set. I have Yumi texting my daughter, putting her in an Uber because I have that responsibility and I'm here on set.
And I will never knock that. That is something that money can't buy. That is a level of concern in day-to-day care that, I would instantly have to get into, I got to do this. Mm-hmm. But I'm 42. I ain't had that.
You ain't got that much shit to do.
Yeah.
You sitting at the crib with your green curtains.
There you go.
Having a whiskey.
A little gin and tonic.
I think like you said though, Imani, there's two sides to it, right? And thankfully you are one of those men that want to be active in your child's life and you're doing the right thing. And I feel bad for any men out there that want to be in their children's life and the mother is, for whatever reason, making it difficult and putting you through the court system because the court system can be very ugly.
Yes.
Very ugly. I know because I went through it with both my kids and I'm still going through it. So, it's not an easy thing, even for the mother, at times, like you said, where the father doesn't want to be as active, and the mother has to take on that role. So that's where I come from, that space. So understand why I react like that. Whenever I have that topic brought up, I am very sensitive when it comes to my children.
I get that. And on that note, a message from Imani and I, we love you single mothers.
Yes.
We appreciate everything that you do.
We do too.
Yeah. Even the people that aren't.
And if you look good.
Hello.
There's always somebody willing to play stepdaddy.
Oh, no, I ain't going to play neither. I'm going to play. Single mamas, they be fire. I like
somebody get him. You crazy.
I like me a good single mama.
On their little time they can have off.
What? Because that's when they go off.
Hello?
Because they only got about 7 hours.
You. Hello?
They're going to give you all of them.
Hello?
All the moves, one night. In today's news, I don't know if you guys caught this, but Christy Sarah was out and about shopping. This is the latest thing that she's done since her pre-divorce. I don't know if she's actually divorced yet, but...
She was shopping so fabulously, too.
She was shopping.
Like her outfit?
Yeah, tell her about it. Tell us the outfit.
It was like big feathers, all black, right? She was just like super fancy to be shopping.
Oh, okay.
Is she at the grocery store?
Yeah.
So this is my first time grocery shopping with this new unexpected chapter. I'm literally shaking. I'm really nervous making this video, but also my nervous system is like shot. And it kind of has been for the past month. A lot of y'all keep asking for like my funny, silly videos, and I'm just like not in that headspace. So I figured I'm just gonna share with you guys the raw, the real, the ugly, just like how I'm transitioning. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little excited to go grocery shopping for the first time because I feel like I can just get like anything I want. Not that I couldn't before, but it just feels a little different. I'm mainly shopping for the boys. And I'm gonna visit their like fresh food section so I can get some like dinner because your girl does not know how to cook at all. Pretzels. Hi. The amount of people I've ran into. I also want to say thank you guys so much for like being such a good support system for me. I don't want to get emotional, but I kind of feel like this is going to force you guys to see like a different side of me because y'all always see like my chaotic humorous side, and it's just not in me to do that at this current moment in time. I think like, I don't know, I'm just like figuring things out and trying to move forward the best that I can. All is well. I'm just like, it's just a lot of change at once. And I also want to feel like organic. Oh, the boys love this cereal. I can't lie and say that I want to be flipping around my living room right now. We'll get there, but at this current moment in time, I'm like, yeah. Body wash. I also love these Z-bars. This is such an interesting phase, and like if you relate, comment below, but like it's like the start of a new decade. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna take advantage of like learning who I am even more and what I like, and just like diving into my hobbies more, doing the best I can for the boys. I've also been snacking really bad at night, so I'm gonna get some ice cream. Mango sticky rice ice cream sounds disgusting. Okay, we're gonna go with cookies and cream. I've been so unsure of like how to return back to the internet. I just figured I'll throw a camera up and tell you guys how I'm feeling. Thankfully, there's not really any drama right now, so we're in the clear. I posted a pizza on my story the other day, and you guys were really quick to fire me up. Getting a lot of women in my DMs who's not doing the same thing, who just very encouraging, like even if I don't respond. I've read a lot of them, and it's definitely helped me. I was trying to think of a word of advice, but I actually don't have any advice right now. Tune back in like a month, and maybe I'll have some really good advice. And I am going to go on like a 3-day.
We got them.
Got a headache, yo.
So the first comment that I see right there is, oh, this is performative. There's no way she's food shopping dressed like that. It does look like she's actually food shopping. So
yeah, but she wears nice outfits like that all the time. Like even doing content in her house. So why is being in the grocery store any different?
Yeah, and plus she knew she was gonna film. So obviously,
but you just said you was about to show us a different side of you, and you still showed us the extra side with this big doofy ass big bird jacket.
Because that's still part of her. That's still part of her.
Like we have to, like she's beautiful. And let me just say,
she's beautiful.
Was she at Whole Foods? So if I was at Whole Foods that day, I would look back and I'd be like, she's a beautiful young lady. And then if I started following her on TikTok, and after all that stuff I seen with her and Homeboy, I would run for the hills. She's annoying. It's that's extra. Crazy. It's too much. I'm sorry.
So you would see her in Whole Foods. You would try to talk to her, but then when you look deeper into her, what just happened with her, you would run for the hills?
Okay.
Like, explain that better, because I feel bad for her then. That means, like, every man is thinking like that?
Well, as someone who's familiar with her and the brand that she built with her husband currently, I mean, they ain't divorced yet, but the brand that they built, every time I saw it, she just looked like extra and annoying, and I felt bad for the dude at a certain point. I'll be honest with you. Anything that they did, it was a production, and it was also a production to make him look almost like the lesser of the group, and just her always be in control. And it's annoying a little bit to me.
But I think that was the point of their content, was her being annoying. Like, she knows her flipping around in the stores, stomping and, breaking in new shoes or whatever. Like, she was annoying her husband. I think that was the point of their videos.
Is there a way that possibly some of that trickled down into like their real life, where it led him to now kind of be like, at what point do we have like the reality? Like sometimes the content you create can start to become your reality.
Yeah.
And maybe she started to really become that character off camera. Because obviously the content was content, but the relationship ain't last. So
okay, I understand what you're saying, but is it possible that it's the other way around?
Yeah.
She was already kind of, because I mean, I can think of 2 friends that I have that are like just kind of over the top as a general matter. And I think if they went into making content, that would shine through 100%. So I'm just wondering if they've been together for as long as they have, then perhaps that was already something that he knew about her. And
I mean, they've been together since 14.
yes,
Yeah.
Married for what? They got married at 19.
19.
Yeah, married
married
for.
her.
So he's seen
11
all the
years.
different stages of her, honestly.
Well, they both seen the different stages of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna stick up for the light skinned dude because
I hate you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it. I just gotta stick because they were killing him, and I felt bad for a little bit.
Were they?
You know what? I was killing him too on the last episode. And I think I was, right? Okay. I don't know. I feel like I was, but I do like him. I genuinely, I do.
Do you really?
What
I
do
don't
you
like-
about
Because
him?
he was
actually-
making out with another girl like the next day. Do you really
Okay.
like him?
What is that?
Hold on.
Why would that change her thoughts?
First
In
of all,
public?
I didn't like
Getting
that.
divorced.
Yeah,
That
in
was-
public it's crazy.
But
It doesn't
before-
matter. Like, you're a
before
public
we
figure.
knew about the divorce, I followed him as well. I watch his content. I actually have some of his stuff saved. I don't save any of Christy stuff.
His
but
recipes?
He's a really
Yeah.
good cook.
yeah, he's a chef.
Obviously,
I
he's the
save his
cook in the
stuff.
house because she don't know what to buy.
Right, but okay, you see, I've only now watched
She
this
making
video
them
today
pizza.
because ever since she came out with this video, yesterday, I've always seen people share it and saying negative things. So I avoided watching it because the negative comments about her, honestly, it just ticks me off because what should you have bad to say about her right now at all, right? I could understand people attacking Desmond right now, but yeah, because he was seen outside making out with some girl post-divorce after it came out that
They're not divorced yet.
And he also
Oh,
he also
well.
said that he wanted a separation. Let's also add that part into it too. It wasn't like he cheated. He also said, "Hey, I want to talk to you before anything happens. I'm not happy."
Okay,
Yeah, but we don't
this is
really
not
know.
the this is not
Yeah,
even the time
and we
to
don't
like
know.
nitpick details.
We don't know if
Oh,
he
sorry.
already did that. Like he already did some infidelity prior to that. We don't know that.
Yeah,
We don't really know
my
the details,
point-
Rome.
know that he
We
did.
don't know the details, Rome.
First of
Okay,
all,
so
my
What were your
point
version?
was simply that I understand people attacking Desmond or being mad at him because yes, there was infidelity in their marriage. Whether he said he wanted to separate or not, they didn't have a separation. He cheated. It's infidelity.
I do think that it was very classless to be caught on camera making out with a new woman. They're not like a little small figure in the community. Like they are pretty popular. So it's very easy to spot him, especially when you know what that's going to do to her. You guys have kids. You just built this whole big new house together. So people probably still think that there's an attachment. I think that's messed up. But when a guy does that, I think usually it's motivated behind, I have a lot of animosity towards this person that I just left. And I want the world to know that I'm off this shit. Like, I don't want to be attached to her in no type of way, to the point where you'll catch me in the club making out with some
Intentionally.
random shit.
Mhm.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
Like, and it's still messed up no matter what. But I think there was real, it's ugly.
wait, did you guys see the video of the girl? TMZ found her and she did a video.
He said it.
TMZ found her and she did a video and she admitted that it was her.
She didn't know
and
about
she
any-
said that she didn't know about the divorce. She didn't know who he was. She didn't know anything. And she was just having a good time.
So she just
Hey, he still
kissing
got
somebody
it.
down.
Oh,
in the-
girl, I done did that
I
many a
mean,
night.
well, I assumed
okay.
that that's what it was.
That makes it better.
I didn't think that was anybody.
And
he
people
had
were
any real
people were
relation
eating
with.
her up because they were saying that she looked like a man.
Oh,
And
God.
she had to be like, I'm a female. She was showing baby pictures and everything. I was born a female.
People kept talking about this video saying, oh my gosh, she don't know how to cook. Now she has to cook for herself. You don't think that man knew that? They knew each other since 14 years old.
That sucks. But she should have learned. She should have.
But what I liked
That's
about
her own
that's a life-
prerogative.
That's a life skill.
what I liked about this video was the fact that we seen his video, and in his video, when after the separation, he was just cooking. He was quiet. He wasn't in the camera. He wasn't talking about nothing. He showed his kids at some point in time. He just got back to it.
Mhm.
This looks like the show must go on,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that's. I feel like I don't want to do the men-women thing, but I feel like as we just digest our emotions, like a man's going to just get to it. It's like we don't really have time to like get on the internet and be like, "Hey, you guys have been asking. This is what I'm doing.
Rome,
so many people have asked." No one
You know what this gives me? It gives me,
It's like,
and I don't want to offend, but it gives me playing victim.
oh, hell no.
There's a level of playing victim there.
Just tell me when is my go.
I'm just,
Oh, hell no.
I appreciate you being here, man.
I got, come on. I feel you. No, there's a little,
Is she not the victim?
we don't know what happened,
what
so we
she
don't know
is.
who's who.
Oh, no.
First of all, whether you guys want to look at it as her trying to be the victim or not, that's the role she's going to play in this, to be honest. She has the bigger platform. He's not really used to making content in this way. She is. So yes, he gets back to doing his cooking videos or whatever. He's back to doing that. He doesn't have to address anything. She's been missing from doing her content for a little minute now.
Which he still felt like he had to address because he did.
I was about to say this is how she's addressing it.
I don't think y'all noticed the
Wrong
subtle.
anybody.
I don't think you
That's not
guys
an
noticed the
excuse.
subtle jabs that she was doing. It was subtle jabs.
Don't say
posting myself
Alex.
in the new home that we built by myself and all this stuff. It's subtle jabs that she was doing.
Is that a jab or just
Definitely
Yeah.
a jab.
First of
It's
all,
definitely a jab.
I'm just asking
Aaron, let
a
him know.
question. Who's living at the home?
She is.
So it's a jab for her to post herself in her home.
I'm in my new home by myself.
She didn't say all that.
she
It
said
was literally
same
same address. And because we all want to know. We all want to, y'all just
I
get it.
don't know. I haven't
I
seen
didn't wanna
it,
know.
so
That was
I don't
literally
know.
the first thing I thought of when I saw that they were getting a divorce. Didn't they just build this big home?
You know what's crazy? I think it's clear as day is who's more invested in the public opinion
Females?
than anybody. And I don't think it's him. I think it's her.
Sorry.
She's obviously more invested into the internet spectacle of all of this,
I would not deny that.
which could lead me to believe that this man has every right at some point, probably in a relationship, to be frustrated with her and say, I want a separation. And if you're not going to give it to me in an
I'm
amicable
going to go
way,
cheat? No, that's not a reason. I'm sorry.
My thing is that if he wanted to leave, leave.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
The same way that she
Go
filed
file for divorce.
The same way that
Exactly.
she filed, he could have filed.
I don't think they could have because there were Jehovah's Witnesses. There was like technicalities where you could only leave under certain pretenses in their religion. That's what came out into
Yeah,
the
but
media.
even still,
So
if that's
why-
the case, then follow your religion and you be there and work it out and you deal with it. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate, but that is a part of life. You
get
have
on it.
children, you have a career, you have kids, you have a house, you guys are together. Like, make it work.
get unhappy
You don't
enough,
go,
you'll switch
you don't
guys.
go and cheat. You don't go and cheat. That's
you'll
not
find a
that's
whole
not
new
the
guy.
answer.
You get unhappy enough, no matter what happened, at the end of the day, if you get unhappy enough in any situation, you'll put aside all that moral and all that, what we had together, to go find yourself new happiness. They've been together since 14 years old. They've been married since 19. They got these 2 kids. They've been in the public eye for this long. Maybe I don't want to be a part of this story the way that you do. Maybe I'm okay with just posting a couple of vids of me cooking and receiving my little, hey, that's nice. Maybe I want to get a different look of what life looks like without having to be attached to your name and your brand. And I'm saying that to you, and maybe she's just invested in a way that she's not willing to give up, which is also fine because they built a really good empire. But as a man, once I get to a certain point where I'm done. And I'm going to go ahead and get my happiness one way or another.
So I understand exactly what you're saying from a man's perspective. So again, instead of like putting out a public statement via social media, instead of going out and being caught, why not just go and file and be like, hey guys, I like, because he gave the update. He started with the update. So why not just be like, yeah, we're presently separated. I've filed for divorce, X, Y, and Z. Like that's the part that I'm in the way that you're comparing it. That's the part that
I don't have a rebuttal to that because
He could have done it differently.
He could have done that differently.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that his approach was 100% the logical and the right approach. I'm just saying if you push a man far enough, he'll start to move in a fashion that you probably never believed he can move before. I don't think him getting caught in the club kissing that girl was by mistake. I think that
He did that on purpose.
I think that was for sure. You're a popular guy, not just on TikTok, just everywhere. Everyone knows your face. Everyone sees you. You know this news just came out that you were filed for divorce, and the next thing you're gonna do is be caught on camera kissing some random girl. Like that's on purpose. You want to get caught.
and that's fine. To be honest,
Honestly, I felt like that was a mistake on his part. I'm like, okay, he's probably
just drunk.
He's not used to this kind of like public attention. All eyes on him is all on him, like after the divorce. So he probably didn't think that this was going to be much of a thing.
As a rehabilitated cheater, let me just tell you that
I know,
right
I'm
there,
already.
that's not no freshman making out in no club. He done did that before.
But I mean,
He done been around the block before.
I just feel like he got
Body.
excited and thirsty.
He was like, I'm free.
Yeah, because this is his first sign of freedom since what, 14?
That you know of.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on. Let's kind of go into this with this particular statement in mind. The episode explores whether people are choosing partners they can truly build with, or are they unknowingly entering relationships with someone who is financially, emotionally, or mentally working against them. And I think that she sort of touches on this like in the financial side.
I'm gonna just say that. And when I go home, I don't want to be living with a hater at home. Because that person is supposed to be your safe space. Mm-hmm. That person is supposed to open the door, have their arms open, you run into them, and they make you feel safe. They make you feel like the sun shines out of your butt. Great. But I know so many people whose significant others are haters, are secret haters. They are competitive with their partner. They want you to do well, but not better than them. And that is deeply problematic. For a number of reasons. But first off, studies have shown that if you have a conscientious partner, you are, on average, every single year going to make 4% more. Mm-hmm. That's money in your pocket. Mm-hmm. If you're conscientious, that's money in your partner's pocket. You are making compounding more and more money every single year because you support each other when things get busy, because you encourage each other to take big opportunities, because you want them to do well, even if it means it outshines you. And the best example I give of this is when I first started dating my husband, and, you know, he was like some random dude I met in a bar through a coworker. Like, he made meaningfully more money than me. At the greatest difference, it was probably 3 or 4 years in, he made 3 to 4 times as much as I did. And he never made me feel less than for making less than. He would pay for more of our rent. He would pay for more of our vacations. He would cover more of our dinners. And he was so generous, both with his money, but mostly with his time and his love and his effort. And when I decided to leave my full-time job and take Your Rich BFF full-time, I turned to him and I was like, what if I don't make $1 in the first year that I'm doing this? And he said, do you think we'll starve on my salary? And I was like, okay, Daddy Warbucks, no, we're not. But because he gave me that golden parachute. Mm-hmm. I always knew I could pull that parachute. If things got bad, he would always be able to cover the rent. He would always be able to pay for, our dinners, whatever. I was able to make a really big leap. I took Your Rich BFF full time. I started my own company. And it was scary at certain points. But because I could take that big swing, I was able to make so much more. I was able to advance my career. I mean, I'll tell you, the New York Times reported last year, my business made $7 million.
Wow.
I am the breadwinner.
I know that's
High
right.
five
in my family.
I like Your Rich BFF.
I do
actually looked into that with Holiday, so we know about Your Rich BFF. She's actually really dope.
I've been following her for like a long time. Like, and so I remember when she was just
starting
little snips
What is
versus
her business?
Well, she used to be like in financial services. She just started doing content talking about like ways to save, ways to invest, ways to like reduce your tax liability, like all these different ways and means of setting yourself up financially.
She just helps women, so that's why me and Holiday are like really like started looking into her and stuff like that. She helps women build their careers. She helps women with finances, saving. She just puts women on, basically.
I do feel, but I
that's
feel
why
like
it's like Your Rich BFF. It's like for girls that don't have that extra shoulder to lean on, that are looking for that BFF, Your Rich BFF. Like, she's giving
her
you the
information is good for
Top
anybody,
tier.
though.
Top tier.
Like literally for anybody.
So I ask that. Can men use her?
Absolutely.
information too?
So I never looked at her like it was only for women. And so I think that the information that she puts out and has put out is applicable across the board. Men, women, in between, whatever.
I'm interested because I think it's fire and everything she said is dope, especially in regards to how her husband was able to step in and give her that security of taking that leap. Mm-hmm. I'm just always interested when I hear that how many women would be comfortable sitting on the other side of that while also not emasculating like their man. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, I think that's a great statement to make. Mm-hmm. But let's be honest, for most of y'all.
Yeah.
How comfortable would you feel if I'm your man and I say, listen, babe, you make 3 times more than me and I have this great idea and I really need your support to really push it. Would you come to me and say, well, babe, I got enough to make sure we covered it? Like, come on.
I can speak personally. I've spoken about my husband before. A lot of people know that he's been in franchising for years or whatever. And he walked away a little over a year ago. And he was like, I'm going to do X. I was like, okay. You know, I like at the end of the day, he did make more money than me, but I make enough money to make sure that we can float. You know, I mean, we may not be able to go out on a bunch of dinner dates, you know, should it be tight, but I still make enough money to keep us alive, you know.
And maybe personalizing the question, and that's why, because I need to find me one of the, you got a cousin or something.
We got to round that up.
But
you got to ask for her coworkers.
Listen, I don't, and I don't want to personalize it because we all have our own personal answers. So if we step outside of our own personal answers and think what the general consensus would feel on that, I don't think a lot of women would feel comfortable making that decision.
I think it just depends on the relationship. Like if I'm actually putting myself in these shoes, right? Like if I'm with somebody that, like Erin, she's married, so her and her partner, they're in it till the end. So that makes sense why she would hold him down. You know, so let's say we only been dating for 5 months.
Oh no, you don't.
I'm not doing that. We've been dating for a year. I'm still probably not doing that. We have kids together.
Wait.
I'll think about it.
Please.
I'll think about it
They
because
don't have kids.
if we have kids together, maybe I'm like, all right, that's my baby dad. Like I'm gonna help him, you know. If I'm married, for sure. Like Erin said, for sure, I'm gonna do that.
If you spent a year worth of time, I would hope that you're building towards the marriage.
But I would have to feel that. I would have to really feel like this is the person that I'm gonna be with. Like I'm gonna really be with. That I'm gonna do that for. Like that's that. Like you said, that's not something that is very easy for women to take on that load. It's a scary feeling to be like, all right, I got you. Don't worry. Like that's not common. I'm sorry.
But when you say you have to feel that, if you guys have been together for a year,
That doesn't mean I'm gonna feel that. I have been together with. There's been past relationships where I'm with the person for a year and I'm like, all right, this is not going nowhere.
So you're just wasting time.
So exactly. Unfortunately, that's a part of life. Sometimes you do waste time on people, but it's not like really wasting time because hopefully you're learning something within that year. You're getting experiences, whatever the case may be. But not everybody is meant to be in your life forever.
I'm going to be blunt. From the last time I was here and the answer you gave me in regards to something else, I don't believe you were doing any of that.
That's not
if
true.
you do come to the table.
That's not true.
So listen.
That's not true. Don't listen. No, that's not true.
Talk first.
That's not true. That's not true. Because if for some men I will. It depends on who you are. That's all.
so it depends on who you are, not the time?
It depends on who you are to me. Correct. Like you have to really make me feel like I'm building with you. We're in this till the end. I got you. You got me. Cool.
Okay, so
But it's not easy to make me feel that. I think in my whole lifespan, maybe only 2 men have made me feel like that, and those are my daughter's fathers. Like those are I had kids with them, so it's different.
But what about if you're witnessing the proven concept, like you see him actually working, he's not making you feel that, he's not showing you that he's dedicated to this, and you're seeing him progressively grow. Doesn't that add to the situation?
It may help me see it different, but I don't know because I never been in a situation like
You
that.
ever seen the movie The Acrimony?
No.
Go home and watch it.
That was a good movie.
I never been in a situation like that, so I can't. I'm just
Wait, so
telling you guys,
you know the situation?
in a situation where I have to take care of a man. Like I never been in that situation.
What were you going to say? Because now I feel like...
I was going to say in a general sense, because I don't really think that the answer to your question is situational. I just think that in a general sense, the gender roles get in the way of a woman feeling like she's able to take on that responsibility because that's usually supposed to be a man's job.
That's so toxic.
No, I mean, it's not. I don't think that it's toxic.
Is cooking and cleaning usually supposed to be your job?
I mean,
Yes.
historically,
Technically,
that's what they they put on women.
Okay.
I mean, it is. But Naisha said something that was partially, well, she said the word partner. So when you're married, you should be looking at your marriage as a partnership. That kind of does differ from when you're married versus when you're just in a relationship, because when you have a partner, then you should be willing
yeah, for
to
sure. If you're
hold
married,
your man
1,000%.
But you're also building to get to the marriage. That's
Correct.
his point.
I understand that logic. That's like saying I've heard women be like, "Oh, I'll never cook for my man unless he marries me," which is dumb because I'm like, or like certain things like,
don't you gotta eat too?
that's but like do things for a man, like, oh, that's wife duties, you know? Like I've heard women say that, oh, that's wife duties.
That's things that
that's
you say
stupid because
when you're not in anything.
Because you have to show a man that you could even be a wife.
I'm always interested when people feel like they have to go through the lowest of the relationship in the marriage. Like, why can't we tackle some of that before we even walk? Like, I need to see you at your lowest before I even want to walk down the aisle.
Agreed.
I need to see how you change as a person. Can you bounce back?
Agreed.
How do you act with me in a relationship? Because sometimes when you're going through lows, you'll take that out on your partner. And that'll trickle down to everything else. So
I always say it's important to see how someone's mad at you.
I want to meet that
sad,
person.
all that.
I want to meet that person at that very low point. I want to see them there so that I know when it's time to really invest, the real investment, which is the marriage and all the other things I already know how they're going to act. So I hear what you guys are saying. I just think waiting for marriage to determine that I'm willing to do this much for the person, to me, is kind of backwards. Like, if you say you have invested a year, to me, a year, that should be enough time to know that I've seen this person in so many different forms, especially if you're living together already.
Yeah, but
I don't need to wait for the ring. If I believe in you and I believe that what we're growing to will lead to that, let me just, from the gate, marriage for me, yes, it's a statement to the world and it's a statement to the legal ends of things. But once we get into a certain type of bond, you might, that's how we moving.
I actually agree with you, but I feel like I should specifically say, like, if I consider you my partner, like if I consider our relationship a partnership, then of course I'm going to hold you down 100%. If I still consider you just like someone I'm dating, then I might be a little bit more hesitant to take on that kind of responsibility.
Well, we set the time period at a year. You're not still dating at a year.
Oh,
am I right or wrong?
I feel like I've seen people do that.
I feel like
it depends on how close you are with the person. Like, are you seeing the person all the time?
Right, because hold on.
You know?
I feel like if it's a year and you still feel like, I don't know.
Then it deuces.
Then yeah, that's probably somebody you shouldn't be dating.
I don't know
anyway.
about the person, or I don't know about like
the business.
Yeah.
Well, both, because if I don't know about the person, then
I'm definitely not going to
support. Isn't going to be there.
Wait a minute now.
Where's your accountability for the time you're wasting? That it's a year and you still don't know the person.
Okay, so if this situation was presented to me within a year and I feel like on edge about it, then this is not my person, because I should be like fully all in to like be able to help you.
It take y'all a year to figure that out.
It's situation based, and a year goes by really quick.
And you're in like the honeymoon stage at that point. Like
I mean, for me personally, if I'm not in love with you in like 3 months, there's something wrong.
Listen, I'm Puerto Rican, so we moving after 3 weeks.
Amanda.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like 3 weeks later, we together. Like, girl, what we talking about? So it take y'all a year to fit. Like, I hear what y'all saying.
If we're a year in and I'm like, I don't know. Amanda, you might as well just walk away now, because when you gonna know?
Just a example. This is very simple. I was at the barbershop today. Got a haircut, right? A little girl walks in and she was very, very loud, but very happy.
She was Puerto Rican?
No. Black girl comes in very loud. Hey, everybody, boom, boom. And her mom is there like, girl, why are you so loud? But she's like, I'm in a great mood, and boom, 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 boom. And every time she would speak loudly, but it was just like happy. And I'm like, dang, this little girl is really happy in my brain. But her mom kept telling her to calm down.
Be so loud.
And I'm thinking in my brain, why are you doing that? She's really happy. She's really enjoying herself today for whatever reason. And the one person that should be embracing it, because I don't really walk around and see kids that's happy as this little girl. And then the one person that's supposed to support it and give her that girl, you know what, be as loud as you need to be.
Because society doesn't like loud people.
They don't like loud women.
I know, because I'm Puerto Rican and I'm loud sometimes. So I have experienced that. Where like, yo, you're loud. Like, you talk too loud, or you're doing too much.
But in the reference to a relationship, to me, it's a similar concept of, yo, you can literally have all the dreams in the world. You could be motivated. And the one person that you are looking to put that battery in your back even more, when the whole world is looking at you, like, I'm pretty sure everybody else in that barbershop really didn't care about that little girl being loud. But maybe mama in her brain is thinking, let me condition her to chill because I don't want other people being annoyed. It's like, no, I want my partner to be just as delusional as me.
Okay, but look,
to a degree.
On a side note, what about mom trying to protect her? What about mom trying to look out for her?
Where's the protection?
Because she knows that people don't like loud. she's experienced that maybe. So now she's trying to teach her daughter, like, chill, because people will judge you. People will talk. People will talk bad about that. People will not like you in certain areas because you're loud. But that goes the same way with relationships. That goes the same way with relationships. A man and a woman.
If she can come in the barbershop being loud, she could be on public transportation.
Well, no, this was
People gonna call my child ghetto.
This was a familiar. This was a familiar area for the young.
That's still teaching her. That's still teaching her.
Look,
the rich BFF, real quick. The rich BFF, right? She brought up how sometimes you could be with somebody that's a hater. Which, granted, there are those people out there that do that. There are those people that kill dreams and are haters with their partners. But then there are people who will try to redirect you or say, like, hey, like, I know you want to do that, but that's not really smart. You know, like that has a high risk.
Who are you to redirect me? You don't know my dream.
I know, but I've been there. Like, I've been in a relationship before where a man is like, yo, that's not a smart move. Like, and I'm like, damn, bro, I want to do that. Nah, that's not the move for you. You know, and I'm like, I have to sit back and be like, you know what? Am I reaching too high, or does he have some facts to it? You know, so it does exist.
I actually agree with Naisha in the sense that, like, for little black girls, it's not acceptable for you to be loud and boisterous and happy. And I mean, happy, yes, but it's just like your happiness has to look like this. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying that because growing up, I was super talkative. I was loud. I was, probably asking genuine questions, but
curious.
But I was saying it loud enough to where, my parents get it, but it may be offending, other people or whatever. And so I don't know if the mom was, killing her vibe or whatever, or if she was sort of like making it a teachable moment,
That's a horrible cycle. And I hear what you're saying, and I don't disagree with what you guys are saying, because I have sisters and I've seen them experience that level of, calm your little ass down. I get that, right? But in this space, which seemed like a very familiar space for not just the little girl, but for the mom, because everyone knew her.
Okay.
This is the one, like, I'm coming here with this energy. The last person I want to bring me down off of it. It can be the person at the front door. It can be this person. The last person I want doing that is my mom. So in retrospect of when you talk about relationships, if I'm a man with all these different dreams, all these different goals, aspirations, and I walk in my door, the one person I need on this earth to make me feel like, even if the world is telling me you too loud, or you too boisterous, or you too imaginary, the last person I want telling me that is my woman, my wife, my girl, my partner, my baby mom, whoever you are. It just, to me, there's no excuse for that. And we always talk about breaking cycles, but yet we come on and we'll talk about it and we'll perpetuate it and say, well, this is the reason why we need. No, that's not breaking the cycle. It's giving it an excuse to continue. So when I watch that mother do that to that little girl, and it might not be nothing, maybe I'm exaggerating it, but in my brain, I wanted to say to that mother, and I'm never going to step in a black mother way of telling her how to raise her kids, but I really want to say is, man, we don't care. Man, let that little, she came in here with energy.
That helps,
her energy made me feel better about my day. And you don't even realize that because you're thinking with all that back trauma of what
sometimes that helps. You should have said that. You should have said that.
No, I ain't stepping. No.
You should have said it.
No, I got a black mama.
Because you may have been like, you may have made her think like, oh, you know what? Maybe. Because you said that she knew everybody there.
Fair enough.
So she could have been like, I don't want to feel embarrassed. I don't want nobody talking bad or saying my kid is loud or da-da-da, you know?
But I knew I was coming here today.
I'm a mother, so I know.
I knew I was coming here today and I didn't want to come with no black eye. So I shut my ass up. You got it.
I wanted to go back to a particular point. So there's a fine line between being a dream killer and being a person who can recognize patterns, right? Mm-hmm. Because you will have somebody who genuinely is just a hater. They don't want you to do better than them. They don't want to see you, like, not just grow, but like flourish. You know what I'm saying? But then you have someone who maybe because of their profession or whatever, like, they're critical thinkers. They recognize they recognize, patterns, so on and so forth. So instead of killing a dream, they know how to ask certain questions to ascertain whether this is a good move. Just like you were saying, somebody told you to, like, give it some more thought.
Yeah, exactly.
It may be men may internalize it differently coming from their partner versus women. Even my husband's like, yeah, I'm finna jump off the porch. I was like, cool. I say, you can't be no public defender. Like that was like, cause I already know it. And the ones in New York make way more money than they do in other cities. You know, I was being funny, but I was also being serious. And I think that he understood that because that's just kind of how our banter works. But he also knows that like, I understand that he's smart, not just because he told me, but I didn't seen it. We was in school together. I've seen what he does at work. I've seen what he's done professionally, like so on and so forth. So I know that he has good judgment. I'm just there to help him think through the what ifs. Think through like, well, how does this pan out? Okay, let's say you are successful in that. How much money does that translate into? Because you can be successful doing something and it may be your heart's desire and you feel amazing about it, but can it cover these bills?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Can it continue? Can it allow us to continue living the life that we live? And if it don't, then we have to have another conversation about, okay, do we need to sell this house, run with this money, and go down to Houston?
Right.
Permanently, full time. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't moving to no Connecticut, none of that. So that's out the question. So I think, what?
I'm just listening to you. Go ahead.
Well, you know, people move to Connecticut for like more house and whatever. So Connecticut ain't an option. Only other option is Houston. Dallas ain't an option. San Antonio, Austin, none of that's an option. So it's either you got to figure out if what it is that you want to pursue is going to keep us here, or if we need to start making like significant changes so that we can be in a financially sound position.
Can I ask, when you first met your husband, did you know from early on of getting to know him and once you committed that he was a dreamer?
Dreamer? No.
Okay.
I knew that he was smart. I knew that he had like sort of a chip on his shoulder, to the extent that like, oh, my dad did this, my mom did this. I want to be as big as they are and as successful and impactful as they are, but not necessarily in the family business or not necessarily going down that same road.
It gives me dreamer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It gives me dreamer.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know for sure any woman that's ever entertained me, ever been in a relationship with me, about day 5, they knew that.
But y'all finna move in.
He said day 5, they know I'm a dreamer.
They know that. They know that boy there, he got some big dreams, and I'm the person.
You be telling them the dreams right away?
Yeah, I need you to know
You're
because
really passionate about it. It's always on your mind.
First date.
because
I want to do this, that.
No, but let me tell you what. I'm willing to risk the whole table to achieve this dream. And I need somebody.
You do need somebody that's.
I need somebody that's going to either understand that, and I respect if you say I can't rely on that. Cool, but if you know that's my quality, and you know that's me from day one, moving forward, and you decide to marry that, you got to be prepared for when this nigga decide to dream.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Don't be Freddy Krueger. Don't come in here.
Are a good first date conversation. Because please tell me if you aspire to be a rapper on the first date. Please.
Word.
Got a little mixtape. You drop.
Please.
I was like, baby, that's good. But what's your day job in the meantime?
Yes.
And I'm only saying that.
What did he say? He don't got one. That's his dream. That's what he's doing.
And that's cool.
No, it's not his mix.
It's not cool.
Listen.
It's not cool. It's not cool.
No, that is cool. Because that's cool for him and whatever he chooses to do.
It's not for you.
Exactly. It's not cool for me. And so like I think I've mentioned his cousin before. He's like Grammy nominated producer. He's worked with like tons of artists. So I remember maybe like at some point when we were still dating, I remember him saying that his dad was like, yeah, man, these young kids, they talking about all the cousins though. They was like, yeah, they just want to go after their dreams without understanding that you have to go after like obligations and responsibilities first. And they're first gen, they were immigrants, they're not even born here.
I feel like old Jamaicans say that.
So I get that perspective, but I also get being, somebody who has a talent. It's palpable. Like people can see
People can
it.
make money off of it.
People know it and still holding on to that dream and like seeing it flourish versus being like, oh, let me go work at the plant. And the thing is that but he still did that, but still like every single moment was dedicated to that dream, but he also was able to maintain some level of stability for his wife.
That's the best way.
X, Y, and Z.
Can I say, and I'll use personal experience. I'll use a personal experience with my ex fiance. Right when I had left New York.
Not my ex fiance.
Yeah, I was engaged before. I did that before, once or twice.
What? Wait, hold on.
That really mean 3 times.
Ex fiance is crazy.
So when I left New York and I moved out there, I moved out there for her.
Ex-fiance.
To where?
To LA, right?
Oh, okay.
I moved to LA. At the time, my whole thing in New York was I'm dreaming. I'm also an artist. I'm working. This is my whole circle, but I'm gonna take this chance on not just the love aspect, but maybe there's some new things out there in LA for me, right? And I get out there in the first 2 years, broke.
As a joke.
No, broke.
He was living on the street?
No, I wasn't. No, we had a place, but she's paying
Oh, damn.
everything.
She's in LA.
She's in LA.
Okay.
Right? So we have this place, she's
homie.
paying everything.
This is the kind of
And she's
I
but listen,
want
she's
this
covering
out.
everything, right? She's covering everything. But as she's also saying to me, hey,
Resentment.
there's a resentment building because she doesn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't understand what this is. I'm like, listen, I understand, but you met me like this. Girl, you met me on tour. I'm working. Like I got a plan here. Just fill me out. And the resentment kept building. And I understand why it keeps building because there's a lot of pressure to put on her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's like an expected, sorry to cut you off, there's like an expected capacity for your partner to understand your dreams as opposed to like their reality is not your dream?
No, of course. But you've now put yourself into my reality, which is my dream. You've now
I'm saying that you expect them to have the capacity to be able
You
to, hey, I love you and I want to take everything that comes with you. But they're just saying that because they don't know what your dream is about. And you have to convince them of that dream.
Yeah, well, yes. There's a part where you have to show that you were actually invested in really going out there to work. It wasn't like I was just sitting around and you're like, oh, somebody gonna come knock on the door at some point.
Yeah.
Yes, there was work happening, but for some people that's not enough. In her case, it was enough until it wasn't enough, and I understand why. But we speak today, and she's like, you know, it's crazy. All that animosity I built up, all of it, but you did it. Eventually you got there.
Yeah.
You didn't get there with me. And maybe if I was a little more understanding, a little more patient, had a little more understanding of the dream and the vision you had, maybe I wouldn't have been so resentful to you, but you did it. And sometimes in my brain, I'm like, maybe what made me get it was the minute we weren't together no more. Maybe the fact that I can feel that resentment building. I don't know. It's just, sometimes it takes a really strong person to really see someone else's vision. And
Yes.
I can understand why someone can walk away from it.
Yes.
But now, when that vision come true, you can't tell me I was wrong for what I saw. Because I made it happen, with or without you. And when you're a dreamer, that's literally the statement that we're saying. I'm going to do this no matter what, whether you're here or not.
And I think that's why he says that within the first couple of dates, because I can relate to that. Hey, listen, this is my path. This is what I'm into. You down with this or not? And if you down, I'm just saying because you said.
Why are you staring at me?
No, because you said all that on the first date. But if you are a dreamer and you know where you want to get to, then you're going to say these things, you know. And I'm not here to waste your time, but this is what I got going on. This is where my vision is.
Yeah.
People who love their kids brag about their kids. People who love their dreams brag about their dreams.
And I'm honestly not mad at that. I don't think that anybody's dreams are too big for someone, but honestly, I think that
But they are
putting big dreams on someone might be the problem. Because just like you said that maybe you needed
the reality thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you needed to not be in a relationship with her to like maybe focus more on you and, you know, driving that dream, because you putting that dream and weighing everything on her kind of fucked up the momentum, you know? So sometimes maybe just try to drive yourself and not have someone
Dream alone.
Dream alone. Honestly. And maybe when you get 3/4 down the line to the dream, maybe you can, you know, get into something.
Bring somebody along with
Yeah.
you.
I feel like at our age, as an adult, it's not easy to work on yourself and your dreams and be in a relationship. You do have to find the right partner that, you know, with your situation, like both of you had to be like submerged in each other. Like it's not easy to do that. At my age, at 35, I'm in a relationship now, okay? But I was single for 2 years. And stop it. And within those 2 years, within those 2 years, I was like dating, but I kept on feeling like it's hard to find a partner because I have a lot of stuff going on in my own life and other people have stuff going on in their life, right? Like everybody is trying to be something or get somewhere, or they're already there, you know, either or. Whoever you're with is like, they have their own shit going on. Like if you're trying to be something, Aaron's trying to be something, you're trying to be something, I'm trying to be something, you're trying to be something, whoever we're with, they're also feeling the same way. So it's like, you have to be understanding. It's hard for me to break it down, but I have experienced this and it's not easy to find somebody that is willing to go along with your dreams. You know what's funny? Period.
And I think maybe the reason why I don't date within certain means or certain circles or whatever is because the person to really understand me would have to also have the same level of ambition and dream in them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. But that falls into what I was saying.
And that's a big part of the balance. Because like you said, everything is a balance at a certain point, but I'm learning some people just settled with how easy life is for them is the 9 to 5, I wake up, everything's paid. A lot of people are just really settled in that. And I understand why. We just live in a different world, different economy, different opportunities. For me, I make way more money today than I made at a certain point, right? But I remember being way more mentally comfortable with less money in my pocket than I am today. The responsibility. It's more money, more problems. Mm-hmm. And when you're sitting around with someone that you expect to be that other person sitting with you, you want them to understand that even when there is no money, the problems are still there. We still got to figure it out. But I just have a vision. It's not just to affect me. It's to affect my family. It's to most of us, especially black families, we coming with, I'm trying to do this because I'm trying to get mama a house. I'm trying to do this. We have so much on our plate that we can't let this one relationship or this one girl, a boy, a man, or one tell us that you have to slow down on your dream. No, I have to get it. And some people are willing to die without either achieving it or getting close to it. And as someone who is a big dreamer, I can't imagine walking into my household and having anyone, my kids, my mama, my girl, the dog. If you give me a bad energy about me dreaming, I got to get you away from me.
I'm like, Daddy, you lame.
Yeah. What?
You can't sing.
Dave Chappelle funnier than you. Nigga, I will kick you.
Wait, you know what? I think Dave Chappelle.
He did a skit like that. Yeah. Yes. Like your house, your household is what keeps you
grounded.
Sure,
yeah.
And there were days when I would come in and I play that song, and all I'm looking for Shorty to say is,
"Oh, this a bop."
Baby, I ain't gonna lie, this a bop.
This the one.
And then you don't say that, but then you put on motherfucking Trey and Chris and them niggas, and this girls ain't loyal. Bitch, sing my sing like that. Come on. Well, like, support me in that same fashion. That will give me the extra push. That's gonna make me go ahead and say, you know what? I even in moments where I want to focus totally on the dream, I'll say to let me go get a little Uber job, so I can pay this little light bill. So whatever it is that's gonna make me feel like I have the partner that's there for me in achieving this, I'm gonna go all out for.
So when you just brought the Uber thing up, I can understand how she had resentment.
Uh-huh.
I can also it's probably not just financial.
No, it's a lot of resentment. Yeah.
So it was like the financial part probably exacerbated like other
and rightfully so on her part. Yeah.
Also emotional probably.
I think that I know you guys mentioned like a time span of a year. Now, if you ask me, Aaron, would you have supported your now husband like you do now a year in? I'd be like, the fuck I look like?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
I got 2 kids I got to support.
And I know you're saying a year is like a substantial amount of time, but I also think that I would have to be like safe and secure where I am, where I know I can take care of myself before I even offer to help. Not even support, I'm saying help, because I can't be homeless.
luckily enough for you and your husband, you guys met each other at a point where you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
Let's just say a year in, and that was the case. There's a possibility you would have missed out on
Possibly.
your husband.
Possibly.
So who knows? Like a lot of us.
It's all a risk, regardless.
It's all a risk.
Yeah.
And when we talk about being alone, and we talk about I can't find nobody, you might have met the person that would have built the greatest future with you, but you got
They
so
didn't
stuck.
want to take the risk.
You got so stuck on not taking that risk to build with someone in a genuine way. And that's it.
Being
I
a
feel
dream
like some
killer is
people-
like, I actually think that a lot of people should really think about this. Because if you go home or go to your mama's house, your parents' house or whatever, and you're always met with some level of, what's the word? Opposition to whatever it is you know you are going to do, not what you want to do. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about what they want to do, or they want to be on this, that, and the other. Then come to find out you put them down with somebody and they ain't even called them. It's 3 months later. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it is important to have somebody, you know, to be your biggest supporter,
Yeah.
to be a safe
Number one
safe
fan.
space for you, your number one fan, X, Y, and Z. But you also got to remember that, like, a lot of people, when they are dream killers, they're also bringing in their own insecurities. They're bringing in their own failures. So, like, your parents, you know, they're bringing in, and it's hard for them to give that level of support when they have never had it, even from their parents.
Yeah.
They've never had it from their spouse. And I'm not saying it's
Right.
I'm not saying it's right, but the context makes, you know, it gives you a lot of information as to why they act the way they act.
There's a way to be a really great support system to the dream, and there's also a balance between being someone's need for a reality check. I don't think that the two can't go hand in hand.
I feel like I've also seen a lot of people single because of that too, in a sense where like, oh, I'm working on myself.
That's a good idea.
I'm building my career. I don't have time for a relationship. I'm focused on my dream, or I'm focused on this. For you personally, Imani, because you said you have been engaged before, do you feel like it's easier?
Not just one. Just one.
Do you,
3.
do you feel like the ideal situation is for? Do you think it would be easier for you to build your career and your dreams by yourself or with a partner?
Today, I feel like there's a lot of building, not just career wise, but a lot of building. Period. But I bring up that story not to make it seem like she was wrong. She was absolutely right.
You said that.
She was right. Like the resentment was well deserved, and I should have been able to at least put aside some of my stubbornness towards that. But that's just my character. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Today, now that I'm in a way better situation, I don't feel like I would need someone to come in to kind of like I'm living a dream already at this point. So I'm in the dream.
You're in the dream.
I'm
You're not
chasing the
dreaming
dream.
no more.
Yeah, I'm not chasing the dream no more. The dream has now become reality. So anybody that now comes into this world is not just watching me dream for something. They're actually a part of the reality, and we're both living it together. And that's where I stand. So today, the dreaming part isn't what's going to keep me from embracing somebody in that way. It'll be other things. But yeah, she was right. Dip, nigga, you ain't paid a bill in a year and check. Get the fuck out of here.
Not one bill?
Well, let's talk about how
Like groceries?
some relationships.
I got the groceries. I cook,
Okay.
clean, did a little something, did a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Were you also feeding the relationship, or were you just so busy trying
That's
to
what-
chase
yeah.
this dream?
No, so I'll be honest in that. No, there was parts of the relationship that I'm not feeding. So that speaks to the resentment that's building. So it's sad to say that's sometimes part of the dream. I can't even see what's going on with you. I'm so stuck here.
Oh yeah, that's
And it's so selfish. But you know what? It's selfish, but a big part of why you're that selfish is because you want everyone else to enjoy the fruits of what you get from the dream. My whole brain was, I can't wait to achieve this because then I can do this for her, and I can do this for that person, and then I can get my mom a house. That was always on my brain, which always pushed me to have to stay focused like this. But in doing that, you neglect those needs, and you know, maybe sometimes some of the things she needed during the
around for you to do what you gotta do.
And what if she's already complacent and she's happy where she is?
And
So
as
now she's
and as much as you were
That's
sitting,
exactly why Taraji never got that boat.
And as much as you were sitting thinking that you were like building something, right? As much as you were sitting back saying like, okay, when I get here, I'm going to do this for her. I'm going to do this for that. In your head, you're like building these things in your head. Like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. She's probably feeling drained.
Oh, no, for sure.
So it's like
For
in a
sure.
relationship, either you're building or you're draining. So she was feeling drained. You were feeling like you were building. So you guys were not.
Yeah, no, that
In the same
and
space.
that's a fact. There's no rebuttal to that. And
So
end of the day, that's the risk. That's the risk you take when you dreaming and don't have anything else to offer but a dream and D&D, and you can figure out what the other D is.
Look at
I'm like, do not disturb.
You niggas is creeps.
Dirty.
You niggas
dirty.
is creeps.
And on that note, thank you for joining us. Thank you for Imani for coming to be our guest again. We appreciate it. We love when you come by. And
This is
Naisha,
great.
we love you, Naisha.
I love this place, man. This is great.
Amanda and Aaron. And like I said at the beginning, don't forget to sign up for our Patreon because that's how we know you love us. Also, like, subscribe, and follow. And until next time, bye.
Peace.